Yeah, you can record this. Hmm. All right.
Oh,
Yeah. Nice of you to finally show up.
hey, I'm 6 minutes late. Okay, get off my back, Grandma.
Okay.
Do I sound okay? Mike said the Zoom said my mic wasn't working, so I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I hear you fine. I hear your words.
Perfect. Better hear my words. We have a game today.
Yeah.
You guys up against Mama Mildred today.
I don't want to fight her. She had her titty out. It was gross.
She is gross, but I'm very excited to see what you guys are gonna do.
I'm gonna punch her in the stomach, and then when she's busy reeling from that, I'm gonna be like, "Run!"
Punch her in the balls.
Yeah, more or less. Who said D&D combat has to be some crazy extravagant battles and it can't just be like some back alley bullshit where you just sort of punch someone and then dip and leave them in the alleyway?
I mean, you're not wrong. There's this player that I watched, and he was a monk, like a drunken monk master, and he always get drunk to fight, or else he couldn't. Of course, it was just RP. He didn't have to drink, but every time he'd get drunk, he just like grab a fucking cup or grab a chair, toss it across the room, and he'd always hit every time. And that's how he
Yeah,
does fights. It's just like that.
yeah, it's just how it works, man.
I'm like, you lucky bastard.
Yeah. That's why it's like, sure, I have all these cool rogue moves, but I'm over here like, this chick needs to dance. So I'm just gonna fucking tackle the shit out of this
Tackle the
woman.
bitch. Oh, just,
As long as it gets the job done.
look, man,
No one said rogues have to be graceful.
rogues. I like to imagine that rogues are the true idea of what like an adventurer is. Because you have your paladins, you have your barbarians and all that stuff. But if we're talking about like what's the easiest class that someone can like understand the most and understand that, oh, rogues are like your typical adventurer. They lock pick shit. They hide when there's big ass threats around. They dodge when there's a rock coming towards them that's fucking 3 times as big as they are.
Yeah, you
Indiana
know,
Jones, he's a rogue.
they do what any sensible person should probably do. Wizards over here like, I got a spell for that. Barbarians are like, I'm gonna fucking headbutt it. I'm not fucking stupid, nor do I have magic, so I'm
I'm gonna
gonna
poke him with a
do the
stick.
reasonable thing, and I'm gonna get out of the way or go hide or something.
God damn. It's like it's true. Like, why is it that the rogue is the only one that like, oh, uncanny dodge? And the fucking wizard's like, well, I'm fucked now. It just gets
Shit,
like
for real.
dodge, you dumbass.
Yeah, get out of the way. The rogue's the only one who got actual sensible, real combat senses, real survival senses. Everyone else is like, if either I got an amazing power for this, or I guess I die.
Yeah, everyone's like, there's always a specific skill that they all have. When rogue's like, motherfucker, my skill is surviving. Fuck you guys.
Yeah, my skill is I take 2 steps to the right.
My skill is like, just dodge, forehead. What are you doing?
Yeah, dude.
Oh man.
I got my friend over here, being barbarian, got like a giant, got like a great sword, like 3 times his size, because it's a great sword for like a fucking, like a giant. And it's coming his way, and he's all like, I can take it. And I'm like, you're retarded. I'm moving.
I can pick it up. Bitch, that better be a 2 and a 0 on that dice, or
Shit.
it's crushing your ass.
Yeah, I'm out of the way. No thanks.
Okay, let me send the link because it is Now 10 o'clock AZ time.
Yeah, it is.
Yo, it's time to play. And bam.
Yeah.
All right. So, like,
So,
in
like,
these recent games, um, it's been a while since there's been proper like a proper fight with an antagonist that is I'd say pretty dangerous. So if I wasn't nervous before or extremely cautious the last episode when you were fighting the dancer and Pike, you can sort of guess how I'm feeling right now.
are
Because
you
if I
saying
fuck,
Mama Mildred is more dangerous than the dancer? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
let's just say that it's come on, man. You have to see the resemblances here. It's a lonely woman out in the middle of fucking nowhere in the forest with a small little cottage. It's like, come on. It's like,
No, sorry, dude. I don't see it. Yeah.
and it's the Feywilds where there's always a twist. There's always a fucking twist. It's not just cute and cuddly. It's cute and cuddly with rows of teeth.
No, I know everything's weird here. Trust me, I know. Well,
I
I
love it.
kind of know.
I love it though. I love it. I love. I haven't done a Feywild game in a long time, so this is gonna be fun.
Well, let's hopefully we can get the fuck out of here. Get back on track, maybe. Who knows?
What?
Or
A
maybe this is our life.
campaign? A campaign that stays on track? Oh boy, Alan. I hope you know where the directions of that is.
I don't know, man. Who knows? We don't know what's going on anymore. We're in a fucking other dimension now. For all we know, this is the story now. It could very well likely be, especially considering this fucking place.
Mhm. I I am very happy to see where you guys are going in the story because, like I told Carla a couple days ago, um, I hope it doesn't look like I'm like ushering you guys in one single direction. I hope you guys realize that there's still options you guys can make. Um, I did not expect. I no, I did not expect you guys to go through the portal and end up here last game. I thought you guys were like, oh, okay, we know where the dancer is. Fantastic. Let's go get her. We'll come back to this ritual later. It'll still be here, right? It fucking won't. Um, but you guys decided, no, forget the dancers for now. Let's just investigate the ritual. And you guys are here now.
Mhm.
But, yeah. Mm, 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 mm. Decisions.
Yeah, we're gonna have to figure this shit out. I don't know. Maybe I can throw a rock at her and be like, "Hey, look over there," and then I run out the window. Well, there's no windows. While I distract her, uh, our new bird friend can, what's it called? Magic us a window, and then we can get out of there.
Yeah,
I want to
that
get
that
away from this thing, man.
that
It's
that would
gross.
be that would be an option if their magic worked.
Yeah, well, yeah, you bring up a good point. All
That's
right.
another thing. That's an added effect to this. It's like,
I mean, I can't use my dragon breath.
well, you tell me, Dragon Boy, is that well that you took a short rest. Do you get your dragon's breath after a short breath? Because you already used it today.
I
Technically,
believe
the one day this campaign's been
so.
going on.
I believe so. Pretty sure.
Double check, please. And if it is true, then we'll find out. Because the Feywild's a little weird. And not only that, you're in a residence that you don't recognize that has these magical capabilities.
Yeah.
For all you know, if you cast that, you'll just puke up electricity, like a puddle of electricity. It'll just be on the ground, all being electric and shit. I don't know. I don't know. We'll find out.
That'd be fucking weird. But also, I believe it. Let's see. Um, open up the Google. Close that tab. Open up a new tab. This one is illegal.
When you started singing that, you reminded me of like, I forget the name of the song, but it's like, put the lime in the coconut, drink it all. It's that song.
Close enough.
Yeah, yeah. It's preparing the música.
Breath weapon, lightning blast, and yeah, breath weapon has an action per short rest.
Oh, hey, you got it back then. Your one use, your super OP ability, in my opinion.
Got my
at least.
lightning blast. Maybe I can yell at it. Oh no, we'll find out. We'll sure shit find out.
Is Ishi still awake, or is he sleeping, or where's this?
Yeah,
boy?
he's grabbing grapes. He'll be on in a second. See? Look. And you doubted me. And
Speak of the devil.
Angry and kicked the cat. Then my wife.
what?
What?
I think he was hungry and kicked the cat. That's what I heard.
No. He said he was constipated and wanted some fat.
Or he was tired and he wanted to hit the sack.
Yeah. Playlist. All right, perfect. That's ready to go. This is ready to go. Once Carla gets in here, we should be ready to go.
All right, Jimmy, hit me up with that copyrighted jazz music. Go.
Oh, ooh, boy. Hold on.
Do it.
Hold on.
Do it.
Hold on. What? No, what is this?
All right.
Shit.
Jimmy, the moment is passing.
What happened?
All right.
I'm turning it down. What was I doing? Damn it, Alan.
You were getting your list ready.
You got me all distracted. Hey, Ishi.
I got your head in the red zone. That was cool, smooth.
Is it here? It is. Okay, good. And here is. Okay. This is ready to go. This is ready to go. This is ready to go. Let's see. These are ready to go. Yes. Okay, perfect. This is ready to go.
All right. Begging you to break something around here, I swear.
So I got those ready. These are ready. Okay. I am 10 minutes late in preparing shit, but I'm ready.
It's okay. We don't even have a Carla yet.
I know. Some motherfucking grapes.
Mm-hmm.
I should eat more grapes. I need some more grain in my diet. Jesus Christ.
Well, I don't know if grapes are gonna do a whole lot for you diet-wise, but I mean, I guess it's a start.
I think you're not
You
supposed
better
to
off
eat
with
too many
like-
grapes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because they're full with like the natural sugars, but it's still like sugar.
Yeah. Exactly. So like, maybe pick up a nice, maybe a nice carrot instead.
Carrot. Do I look like a motherfucking rabbity? Sorry.
I know your brother is.
Yeah, yeah. He ate those a lot, and then he got sick, and he stopped eating them.
Time to follow in his footsteps.
Fuck that shit.
Oh, come on now. You know you want to.
At some point, I might get a call about my car, but it'll just be a call.
Okay, okay.
Okay, cool.
Is your car okay? I know we talked about last time. You had to get it checked and stuff.
No, well, I need something done so I can pass this
The smog test.
smog check,
Emissions.
emission testing.
Damn shame.
We'll see how that goes. But I
Well,
won't have my car for a bit, so.
mhm. I guess thankfully you have a lot of family out there that can drive and take you places if you need to go places, but you're in the land of haves, not the have-nots, so you got plenty of opportunity to get stuff done.
Yeah, I ain't got shit to do.
Is you excited? I mean, we're gonna see each other this time next week. Well, this time next week, I'll be taking off back home, but you know what I mean.
Oh yeah, I'm ready, dude. My work is like, they want us to come in. I don't know if we're gonna have Wednesday off, but they're thinking about like having us come in on Wednesday.
Well,
We're falling behind or some shit. And I'm like, as long as we get Thanksgiving.
Wednesday, I'll be having a session, a solo game with Carla. The reason why is because we're gonna tell her story of what happened to her after you guys left, and I have this whole thing prepared. But if you guys take too long in this place and don't head back immediately, there will be some things happening on her end that needs to be resolved before you guys get back.
That'll determine whether or not she has her own game, or she having her own regardless.
Well, she's got to have something going on because unless we somehow leave the Feywild like right at the start of our game, then obviously she's not sitting there in front of the fucking capybara the whole time.
But if it's like the Thanos snap, or no, the quantum realm, where it was 5 seconds for Ant-Man, but it was like 5 years for real.
Well, maybe, but it depends on how time works in the Feywild. For all we know, like, what if it's the other way around? Like, what if here we spent, let's say, 5 minutes in the Feywild, and that meant 5 hours or 5 days in the other world?
I don't understand what opposite is.
Whatever, you know what I mean. Either way, we don't know how time works here, so
Yeah, your characters wouldn't know, well, except Alan's character, but time works pretty different in the Feywild. So I wouldn't. I would say I wouldn't worry too much about the specifics, because that would be just bad DMing on my part of like, oh, you guys, oh hey Carla, you guys come back and it's 6 years in the future. It's like, well, the fucking campaign's over and Eilson's probably like somewhere. So it's like, no. That'd be bad DMing on my part. Just know that there's a contingency plan for everything that I have in this game, and I still need an episode. Oh, I called it episode Edelson. I still need to figure out what she would do while you guys are gone.
Okay.
So yeah. Other
On
than
that note, I got Arizona gummies.
nice.
Pretty cool.
Are they any good?
I haven't tried them yet. I'm gonna try them now though. Oh.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's okay.
Hey, guy.
Hey,
All right then.
with your face and whatnot. Let's go.
Race in your face.
In this case, if everybody's ready, doesn't need to get some drinks, snacks, or use the restroom, we're gonna go ahead and get started.
Do it. Lay the wolf.
John, do you have Uber Eats?
I have everything.
Oh, you have everything. Try this code for me.
Sorry.
Why?
Wait, hold on. Shit, what is this? What the fuck? Let's go. Go ahead and start. I'm sending this down.
Carla, are we happy?
Are you happy?
Just, are you ready?
It's a
Happy is a
reference.
relative term. Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go.
Oh, okay. Let's do this. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Share sound. Yes, please. We go.
Jesus Christ.
Whew. Oh, she's not here.
But not for long.
Yeah. Alrighty then. I'm gonna start the intro music, and then we shall begin the intro, which I hope you guys noticed that it's every other week. I ask you guys what happened last time, and I give you guys inspiration for our answers. But this time it's your guys' turn. So give me a second to prepare the music, and I'll ask you guys what happened last time. Let's see. Yes. And then nice. All right. Is it too loud or is the music okay?
A little lower. Perfect.
Perfect.
All right. Who can tell me what happened last time on the King and Play campaign?
Carla, do it.
Me. Okay. So, okay. So I remember Edelson met a lady of blood again and revived a capybara. But then after that, Ilkon and Crower went into a portal of doom. And then so they entered and they went into this magical place. I mean, it's already magical, but even more magical and more colorful and bright. And they went to this house with another bird and they ate some food. Got health. What else happened? Oh yeah, we found a lot about Ilkon. He's got some backstory with this place. Let's see. And then we meet this creature thingy that is very large and very boom scary. But we're gonna talk to it, I guess.
Boom, boom, scary. I like that.
That's it, I guess. Right?
Do you remember her name?
It's Mama Mashed Potatoes.
Mama mashed
Oh,
potato.
mama mashed potatoes.
Mash. It was
she Mama?
Mama
Mama
Smash.
Mildry.
Mama Mildred.
Mother Miranda.
Mother Miranda.
Carla, your character gains inspiration for this game.
Oh,
Good job.
there it is. Put that shit on the sheet. Highlight it, circle it. Don't forget about it.
One thing I'll add to that beautiful explanation. Yes, the party did travel into what seems to be the Feywild with the assistance of a very strange female creature, elf. She was the one that conversed with Ilkon at the beginning and seemed to be sleepy the entire
Yeah.
time. Didn't really give a lot other than assisting you with the ritual, completing it, and sending you on your way, where these other individuals are, these clerics, priests, priestesses that have been taken and sent here for whatever reason. But you guys also learned through one of the capybaras' shell that Yona, or the dancer, isn't working by herself. She's working with two more individuals, her brother and another individual named the Immortal. And they're collecting resources of some kind for a ritual. But she didn't know more than that, other than she has accomplices. However, we'll focus on that another time, once the party gets back to the city of Dream, if they get back. We come back to the very, very small home of Mama Mildred. The feeling is tense. The feeling is very nerve-wracking as you see
Yeah.
this massive, gigantic, monstrous woman blocking the entrance and exit to this place. And I'm not saying some kind words to Ilkon, or as she refers to him as Lord Nelfros.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about that name. Kind of like my name.
So
'cause
I'm gonna
my
go
name-
ahead and switch the music, and we'll come back to that scene.
Remember the time?
I remember.
Also, you guys
Yeah.
got a short rest, so that's it.
Woo! I get my shit back. I can stab people. I can yell into the sky. Oh,
Oh yeah. Let's see.
probably. Let's find
mean,
out. Let's see if
do a
sound
lot.
travels in the Feywild.
Let's see.
Don't matter.
How intense.
Okay. If you guys go to roll 20, we're gonna go ahead and pick up from there.
Front boss, watch my games. There it is. Wait, there it is. Wait, there it is.
Alright, there we go. Ilkon,
Yes.
you see this massive, monstrous woman within 5 feet of you,
Mm-hmm.
waiting a response. As the last thing she said, "What are you doing in my home?"
Well, all right. So, look, Mildred, was it? All right.
It's Mama Mildred.
Mama Mildred. All right, yeah. So check it out. Me and my two compatriots over here. You don't know them, uh, but they're cool. Um, we got invited here. Simple as that. We're working over. We're minding our own business, dealing with stuff on our own terms, and then we came across this one elf person. I don't know. I can't even remember her name, but her name doesn't matter because she was working with this Yona dwarf, and they sent us on over here. And so really, we got an invitation here.
She looks at Crower. She looks at Eustace, or Eustace. She looks back at you. Now you say invited.
Yeah.
What do you mean exactly? Because if you were invited, I'd be fishing you out from the pool behind me. Very deadly, that pool, by the way. I would not recommend setting a foot in there.
Well, we were sent here willingly. We showed up. Luckily, as you can see, my friends have wings, so we didn't take a dip. And we came down for a clean landing instead.
She takes a long pause. Notices that she's partially nude and covers herself up.
Please do.
And then she's just staring at you and looking at you, your armor, your clothes, every aspect of you. And then she notices that there is this thing wiggling on your back. You've changed, Lord Nalfros. But something tells me you don't remember. She's very cautious. She's not walking forward. She's staying put right there, as she seems to be more concerned about you than anybody else. If what you say is true, and you were indeed invited, then I guess I should treat you as my guest.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, some maybe a tour of the area or something. I don't know. Right? We can all get along.
She takes one massive stomp forward.
Can I take one massive stomp back?
If you want, yeah. And she takes a very good look at you and she says, "Then let us converse. You are indeed guests in my home after all."
Yeah. Sure, okay. Well, what's first on the itinerary?
She takes another step forward. I am very curious about a few things. And you see that the door behind her closes shut. Do you really not remember anything, Lord Nalfros?
Well, okay, so see, you probably already know I'm like kind of like a busy guy. I got a lot going on in my life. So I can't really, I don't got like a guy who jots down like my every word and everything I do. And you really like being close, huh? No, you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I don't remember.
She towers over all of you, a good extra 10 feet tall. She's considered a giant, if we're being honest here. What does Euseus and Crower do as she's conversing with Ilkon?
Fucking.
Magi check.
Yeah. You know, yeah.
Will that make me
like
sus?
endurance.
Will that make me like? Will that give off any kind of?
You would be attempting to study her. I guess it'd be up to you to decide if you do it subtly or if you're actively looking at everything and trying to assess what her abilities are, what she can do.
I mean, to be fair, she's the biggest fucking thing in the room. If you're not
Yeah.
looking at her, I mean, I think that'd be kind of sus itself, right?
More implying is like, would my ability in checking what abilities she has, or just her general magic, would that like, you know, if you're trying to be not sneaky, but with magic, someone can tell if you're pulling some magic.
Mhm.
Would she be able to tell that I'm doing some shit to try to gauge who she is?
So one thing I love
Aside from just looking at somebody.
One thing I love about magi checks and endurance checks is that, yes, you can attempt them outside of combat and try to assess an individual's capabilities if you attempt to fight them. One thing I'll say is that, yes, Alan makes a good point that she's the biggest fucking thing in this room. She's intimidating. She is the monster of this place. But there's a difference between looking at her and studying her. I'll give you the first one for free. I mean, you still have to roll to see if you make the check, but I'll give you the first one for free. From that point forward, if she notices that you're assessing her, you don't know how she might take that.
Okay, magi check. Here I go.
Do it, do it, do it.
Hey, with my sparkly 20.
19. 19 is enough. Please give me a moment to look over her things.
You got the unveiled titty.
On.
Mama Mildry
Yep.
has two elements in this place.
Two.
First is her home, and second is her herself. The easiest way I can put this is that you are in her lair. So, Crower, I can let you choose. Do you decide to do a magi check on her lair, as that also provides a thing that she has, or you can magi check her herself?
Her lair.
Her lair.
Her lair.
She has, for her lair, 1 trait and 3 abilities. The first trait, Mama's permission. All magical creatures and magical items, unless they are considered legendary, are suppressed within Mama Mildred's home. No creatures can cast spells or activate magical capabilities unless they are considered natural abilities, or if they gain the permission of Mama Mildred. Layer
Yeah.
actions, which is her abilities. You get to pick 1. Mama's secret recipe,
Mm.
Vine Strike, and Entangle Vine, or Entangling Vine.
Secret, please. Secret sauce.
Mama's secret recipe. Any creature who consumed the food within Mama's Mildred's home
Oh,
automatically
man.
takes 5 points of poison damage. They must succeed a DC 13 Constitution saving throw, or take an extra 1d12 points of poison damage.
Ah,
And that is the first one.
Mama, how could you? I trusted you.
Yeah.
Yes. You see that Crower is, being the warrior that he is, assessing the situation, looking around. You yourself are in a very unique position that this is not where you thought you'd be today. You're on patrol, and now you're in a weird forest. What do you do?
I want to leave.
Oh,
Oh,
don't think that that flight or fight isn't kicking in right now for all of you. Does he do anything else, or just does he prepare to fucking leave this place?
I think it would be
The
like
door. See if the door is like locked. See if you can
Oh,
figure
yeah,
out
yeah,
if the
yeah.
door is just full on shut locked.
Yeah. Well, I gotta get into roll 20.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Look, this is a stressful situation, at least for me. Definitely, you're okay. Just get your stuff ready, and then roll when you can a either investigation check or perception check.
Okay. I'm gonna do. Which one's better? Investigation.
This bitch don't know how to cook.
And then,
No, I'll do perception check
and
on
then
that
Ilkhan.
door.
Wait, would you roll in the perception check? Oh, 16. Okay. You take a look at the door, and you see that it is it's just a closed door. But then you notice that on the hinges of the door, like on the sides, there are these very strange, like black vines that are curling out and wrapping themselves around the door, very, very slowly. You just notice at the corner of your eye. Excuse me. So the door seems to be, at least beginning to, being covered by some aspect of vines, black vines.
She's
Oh.
dropping us! She's dropping us!
Just start screaming that.
Does you see this? Do anything else?
I'll keep it minimum. Let's see. Can I just like scooch up next to Ilkhan, like
Mhm.
slowly but surely, and be like, "Hey, bro, that door."
What counts as a natural spell?
Oh, so if you can cast spells, and based on the abilities I read to you, you can't cast spells here. Natural abilities would be like
Abilities, my bad.
like your talents. Like if you try striking her with your talents, that's non-magical. That's just you.
Okay, so straight up magic just doesn't work.
Yeah.
Okay.
Continue, Eustace.
Oh, Ilkhan,
Yeah.
shut the fuck up, dude.
Keep talking to me.
The front door. It's being covered. Look.
Can I look past this fucking monstrosity to see that?
Unfortunately, you can't. She's completely blocking your view of the door, as she
Alright.
is, like I told you before, towering over the both of you. And she begins to sort of make her way and walks in front of Crower. And she says, "Oh, excuse me, darling. These old legs of mine aren't working like they used to. I like to sit down."
Okay.
Okay, mama.
All right. You take that seat.
Sit your
Every time
pretty
she
little butt down.
moves, the entire house just shakes and vibrates.
I move to center rug.
Moves. And you would think, how is she going to fit on that small chair?
Hmm.
And as she gets closer and closer, she gets smaller
What the fuck? You can
and
just
sits
do that?
right down.
Whoa.
Now,
See you, losers.
Ilkhan, what I'll say is, she brought up a good point with the magic check. I need you to roll a history check, just a general history check.
Got it.
You get the sense that obviously, if she's claiming that you did this to her, that gash, that means you fought her before, meaning you know some capabilities that she might have.
Hmm.
Was that an actual 20?
Not Nat, mod.
Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, that's so cool. Okay. I'll I'll give you this one. You automatically succeed a magic check on her, and you can decide which magic check to take from her, because you don't know why, but you recognize what she can do a little bit, just a little bit, but it's still hazy.
Okay. Well, sure. I mean, let's get that magi check out there and let's see what I know about this. This.
Mama Mildred. She has 1 trait, 3 abilities. Oh, sorry. 3 abilities. Her first trait, Ancient Armor. Mama Mildred is resistant to all magical attacks. All non-magical attacks deal only 1 point of damage, unless she's struck with a silver weapon.
Okay.
Her abilities are Expediting Demise, Temporary Blossom, and Hand Slam. Please pick one.
Let me get that expediting one.
Expediting Demise. Once Mama Mildred has a creature grappled, the creature must succeed a DC 19 Constitution saving throw, or have one of their death saves removed.
Jesus. Guys, I think we need to get the fuck out of here.
Oh, yeah,
I think we're just not. I don't think we're supposed to fight. It's supposed to be diplomatic. We need to
Yeah.
delegate.
All right.
She takes a long look at all of you. Now, since I have you all here, why don't we get down to what your kind say to business?
My kind doesn't say that.
My kind doesn't either. Then
Our kind.
That's-
Okay.
That's sort of a dragonborn kind of thing.
Now I have many questions for you and your friends, especially that vile brother of yours. However, seeing as these are old wounds speaking out, I have no attempt in impeding you or your friends. However, there are a couple things I'd like to ask you.
Yeah, shoot away, I suppose. We can do a back and forth. You give one, we get one. Keep it spicy.
I'll go first, seeing as I am the host.
That's fair.
Now be honest with me. Ilkhan, is that what you claim yourself to be?
That's not just what I claim, that's what I am.
Doesn't sound right. Anyways, be honest with me now. How much do you remember of your visit here?
Well, I can tell you I don't remember anything pleasant. Me coming here was not intentional. I came here unfortunately, and well, me and my brother, obviously we don't see eye to eye. Maybe you're aware of that. And well, honestly, I was just more interested in going back home more than anything. To be quite frank, that's just about the gist of it. I know how I got here, and I know that I got back home, and I didn't want to come back.
She takes her eyes off of all of you, and she's sort of like looking at her hands on the table. and you can sort of see her vibrating, and you see that she is giggling to herself. That is terrible. That is, you bring me smiles today, Ilkan. Please ask your question.
Okay. Guys, what do you think? Fucking, what do you guys think we should probably ask about first? I don't know. I got like 3 probably good questions in my head, like right now.
We get back. Right? That's the only really all we would want to do.
I guess more or less.
Yeah.
One thing I'll
Alright.
mention also is just to remind you guys, because you guys know the mission. Supposedly, this is where all the individuals that have gone missing, that you guys are tasked with looking for, have gone. So
Mhm.
this is where they end up, supposedly. So don't forget that aspect of the story.
Yeah, that's like one of the questions I had in my head.
Mhm.
All right. Well,
She waits expectantly.
all right. How about we start with that then? All right. So we got sent here, and we know we're not the only ones who've been sent here. Why are people being sent to your abode, of all places, of anywhere else? Why here?
The Lord asks, and I must answer. This is more of a favor for an old family member. She begins to wave her hands on the right-hand side of this wall. And you see that there's a very, very small hole, just big enough for all of you guys to see out of. And you see that there is this elegant, beautiful garden, a good 50, 40 feet away. If you remember outside, that there's a stone path that leads in that direction.
Okay.
My job, Lord Nelfros, is to pick up certain individuals and make them beautiful. As she points one of her digits at a very, very small plot of ground of flowers. It's a very painful process, but it keeps them in place. No worries. They just stay there until I need them.
Wow, that's unpleasant. All right.
So you kill him?
Her eyes look at you, Eustace, and she responds with, "Oh, no, no, no. I do not kill any of them.
That definitely sounds like you kill him.
I change them. And when they're needed, I change them back. It's as simple as that." If you don't believe her, Eustace, you can go ahead and roll an insight check.
Alright. For a second.
Oh, is that the doggo? It's the doggo.
You gotta take a moment to comprehend everything that's happening. You know, take a 5-minute, collect yourself.
All right, so roll for investigation.
Insight
Okay.
Insight.
to see if this bitch lying or not.
Bitch, you lying?
Why the fuck you lying?
That's a 15 right there, homie.
15. Okay. She doesn't seem to be lying about killing these individuals, but she is holding back a lot. There is more information she is keeping to herself, and she's only answering that one specific part of your question, which was, do you kill them? But she doesn't seem to be lying that they are dead. It seems that what she says is true. She changes people and places them in a garden somewhere until they're needed.
Mama Mildred, I like your cut, but like, I know you're kind of lying about some stuff. What is it gonna take for us to make you spill the beans? Like, for real, for real.
She leans in real close to you. I am so happy you asked. How about we play a game? If you can answer my riddle, I'll answer your questions about what I'm holding back. The more riddles you solve, the more I'll answer. However, if you fail to answer my riddle, I get to add you to my garden.
Wow, that
Damn
is
it.
not a game I want to play. Gotta
Yeah,
be honest.
that's not fair.
Hey, Crower, what you got to say about this?
I don't know. I'm kind of lost.
Mama Mildred's lying to us, semi lying to us. And we want her to spill the beans, but like, she's saying that if we don't answer her riddles, then we become part of that garden. So do you
Yeah.
think
I got
we should?
that.
Okay.
Okay, fine. Let's do it. I mean, you
Oh,
know,
shit.
what else the fuck we gonna do? We can't fight her. She's way too strong. We're not even full health. We can't even do magic. So, like, you know, all options point towards we play the game.
Yeah.
Shit, well, when you put it that way.
Can't
Yeah.
go out the door. There's no fucking windows. What are we doing?
You see that Mama Mildred is looking at you, Crower, and she sees that you're eyeing the door a lot, and you're weighing your options. You're very, very conscious about everything. And she looks at you. She says, I see your friends would like to leave Ilkan. As I mentioned before, I will not impede your adventure, your travels. But I would like to play a game. If you answer my riddle, I'll let you leave instead. But you need to promise me you'll never come back. Ever.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe, yeah, you know that probably, yeah, you know what? Let's go with that. I think maybe we can. I think maybe me and my friends probably best if we skedaddle along. So yeah, sure, shoot your riddle, and then we can be on our way, I suppose.
We'll try our best.
She begins to stand up, and she begins to walk over to you, Ilkan. Boom. Breaks through the table.
Oh my god! All
Everything
the,
crashes.
the
Everything crashes on the
five
ground.
China. Oh no, the star fruit.
And you see that she has this massive, just bulk of a hand, and she extends it out. Promise, Ilkan. Waiting for you to shake her hand.
Oh man, can I get
Ilkon, just
Yeah.
do it, bro. Just do it.
all right, fine, damn. All right, yeah, shake her hand.
You reach and extend her hand, and in that moment, the entire room just fades into darkness. And you see that there is just this essence of negative energy all around her home, beginning to swirl like a tornado, all accumulating in one area where you two are touching hands. And when she lets go, the light comes back. And it's almost as if the darkness was never there. And Ilkon, you feel this scratching on your hand, and your hand is sort of vibrating a little bit. And you see the letters tattooed, MM, on your hand.
Oh man, I just literally got fucking cursed.
Remember, Ilkon, bonds are more important in the Feywild than you think. And if you break those bonds, well, let's just say it doesn't end well for anybody. So, go ahead and prepare the riddle. Please give me a
Yeah.
moment.
Ilkon, don't listen to that girl. We got this. 3 mines, 2 Aarakocra, fucking, we got it.
You guys are literally bird brain.
Yeah, but we come from a tree, okay? Come from a really cool tree, all right?
All right.
So we're like wise or whatever.
Yeah, at least I got Crower. He got the big strong brain. I don't know about you, guy. I don't know how you fare without your wands and such.
I don't know about me either.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out about you when we walk around, huh?
Okay. She walks back to her little chair, and you see that she's a little giddy, a little excited. And she begins to sit down. Excuse me, Jesus. Burps today. Let's see. And
Look, the Arizona gummies are shaped like little Arizona cans. It says Arizona on them.
oh, nice.
Isn't that
That's pretty cool.
adorable?
That's pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie.
And they also
Yeah.
got,
No, that's pretty damn impressive.
yeah, and then they also got the little you could barely see it, but it's like the
She looks at all of you, and she begins to raise her hand up, and you see that there are these vines, these black vines that protrude out of the ground, and they have this this glass item that's encased in these vines. And as the vines come up to where her waist is, you see that there is this very, very small hourglass, and it's resting on these vines. And she says, "You have but a moment, 4 minutes, to answer this riddle. This riddle, there are no chances. There are no second guesses. You give me your one answer, and that is your answer. No hints, just a riddle."
All right, fuck. All right, big brain mode, boys, for real.
She begins to, oh, and one thing I should preface before we start this. What I want you to do is, these riddles are not confusing, and they're not meant for like modern day stuff. I'm not going to give you like, oh, this is a plane. Like, no, that's not how that works. In your mind, think fantasy aspects. So anything that's not beyond medieval times, for answers. Don't think about like TVs or cars and shit. Okay,
Okay.
that's the only hint as a DM I'm going to give you. You see her begin to speak, and these glowing words begin to come out of her mouth as she says, 13 hearts, but no other organs. What am I? And you see dust is beginning to fall in the hourglass as the timer begins. Give me a moment. Give me a moment.
Oh my god. All right.
13 hearts,
But no other
but
organ.
no other organs. Oh, I hate seeing a timer. Okay. One has a lot of hearts. Okay, so we know for sure that it can't be like any like regular animal or whatever. It's got to be like,
Might not even be an animal. Like it might not be literal hearts.
yeah,
Hearts. 13 hearts, but no other organs.
Can I roll investigation?
In this case, because you're using an RP moment to assist you in this, I will not continue the time. What are you investigating for?
I want to reach into my bird brain and see if I can pull the answer.
straight
Okay.
up pull the
So
answer.
you're trying to use okay, you're NPC. Okay. In this case for you, it would most likely be an intelligence check or a wisdom check to try to figure out what the hell this is, the answer to this is.
God damn, 13 hearts.
So I can?
Yeah. Go for it.
Pull the thing.
God. No, 9.
Honestly, you're caught off by the situation, and I don't know. Seeing the timer, the dust fall from the hourglass is stressing out Crower in a long time. He's never been this stressed out before, so he's a little distracted, and unfortunately, he can't find the answer at the moment. Regardless, I'll continue back unless you guys have any other questions.
I mean, I guess all of us should go ahead and do the same thing at least once, right?
In that case, if you're all doing it together now, I'll take this as an RP moment that you guys are thinking together. Please go ahead and continue. Roll those intelligence checks or wisdom checks. And if you need to repeat the question, it is, I have 13 hearts, but no other organs. What am I?
That's
got 13. Oh, look at that. You got 13. And then Edelson, what'd you get? Oh, 12.
12.
Okay.
Not enough though.
Edelson and Ilkon, you're trying to really grasp at what the fuck this thing is. And 13 hearts. In the back of your mind, you're trying to consider what has 13 hearts. You're thinking there is no animal that has 13 hearts. That is your first hint. Ilkon, that you succeeded. That is not an animal.
Okay.
Timer continues.
13 hearts. Ooh.
Jesus.
Can be a story, maybe something to do with time, maybe something to do with like towns or people or.
Okay, well, maybe it has to do with her or what we've been up to or
So
place?
typically in what am I questions, it's most likely objects. It's
Yeah.
never really like an idea or a thing, a place. It's more of like it's a thing.
Deck
So
of
Yeah.
cards.
is that Crower's answer?
A deck of cards. That does make sense.
Does make
Carla,
sense.
you own cards. How many cards?
No,
Well,
yeah, you're right. There's
there's
13,
1 through 10, a
there's
jack,
13
a queen, and a king.
Yeah, there's 13 cards for each quadrant of type.
You see that
Damn.
Hourglass is now halfway, and
Okay.
she's
Yeah, I just say it.
second.
I just straight up just say it. Deck of cards.
We only get one answer.
It's like
Well-
the best answer though, right? What else is?
I mean, I'll be honest. I can't really think of anything else.
Yeah.
Um,
If you guys are deciding that, I'll stop it right now, and I'll say Crower said deck of cards. But I need you to confirm, is that your answer?
Is that our answer?
I'm fine with it. I cannot think of anything else at the moment, and staring at this thing is only making me more anxious.
Okay. Yes.
All right, I confirm. Final answer.
All right. You see, as you say that, the glass begins to just dissolve itself, and it stops. And the moment of tense, it lingers there for a moment. And you see that Mama Mildred looks at all of you and she says, correct.
Ooh.
Good job, Ishi. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
dude. Go fucking Omega Brain over here.
Stuck in
You
the
have some very resourceful friends, Ilkan.
They've been good to me.
You hear the doors behind you creak open, and they're left open. And she says, I leave it to you then. Please leave if you'd like. Or if you want more questions answered, play another game with me. As she just lays back in her chair, just very lazy like, and just takes a look at all of you. The way is open. You guys can go ahead and leave if you like, or if you want more questions answered, play another game.
All right. I got an idea. Let's ask her to do another one. If we get it wrong, we immediately flee.
I
That's
don't,
how
I
it
don't
works.
enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that's how it works. I'm sure if we try to go for another question, she'll close the door and this whole scenario starts again.
Ah, crap.
What's the question though?
So here it'll be oh, that's right. It'll be another riddle, but she kept her word.
No, I
The
mean
door's
like
open.
between us though, like what would we even ask? I mean,
Um,
we were
Yeah,
trying to
that's-
figure out how to go
This
home.
is even worse that.
that's
Yeah,
right.
how to go home.
How to go home? What are her plans with the other individuals? Like, who is she working for? She mentioned family. She's doing this for family. Like, what does that mean? There's many aspects of this that have yet to be unanswered. But this is D&D. You guys want to bolt and leave, the opportunity is there. But also the opportunity to learn more is also there.
The only thing I could think of that might be of any value to our situation, because there's a lot of questions we probably want to ask. Like, obviously we want to know how to get home, but I don't think you all want to play a death game every single time we want to ask a single question. So if we could find out, because apparently me and my brother have some sort of court of folk that we worked with or something. We have people around here, apparently. I don't know them, but I imagine they're cool with me at some point, and they'd be probably willing to help. So if we could find them, I imagine they could give us a lot of answers about this place, maybe how to get out, or maybe just general assistance. Problem is
All right.
where to even find them at the start, you know?
But
That's another question
Well,
we could ask
we
her.
can do the old D&D and just go explore.
Or we could just rough it out and find them in this fucking godforsaken place.
Well, what if we take forever and then we go back home and it's like 2 years pass?
I don't know, dude. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how fast we'll find them. We could get lost out there. We could not, you know, who knows? Y'all can still fly, right?
Yeah. Get a high ground view. Maybe see if there's like a town far away or something like that. I don't know though. This is like a weird place. I don't imagine there being whole towns here. But maybe something. Maybe like a tower, beacon of some kind.
We'll try. Fuck it. We'll find
Yeah,
our
but-
way.
Let's
Yeah, we'll
leave.
go. All right, we're
Alright.
out of here. I turn to the lady and I say, well, this wasn't fun. And then we leave. Oh, we will be back.
She says, hold it.
Oh.
You won't be back.
Okay.
That was the intended promise from Ilkan. Although I only made the promise with Ilkan.
You mean like this dimension? Oh,
She thinks to herself real like hard, and she says, Ilkan, or Lord Nalfros, will not be returning. You two, however, if you like to play more games, then yes, you may return.
Oh boy.
And the doors open. Crower, I'm assuming you walk out, or what do you
yeah,
think?
I walk in. Let's go.
Let's
Okay.
let's leave.
Got beef with you, man. Let's go.
Figure it out.
Go ahead and just get to the door, maybe give a wave. Let's go.
Bye.
And to exit out of her
Go,
little
mama.
cottage.
A little cottage cheese.
And oh, Eustace, you want to stay? You want to ask her something?
No. I'm just like yeet and then like just out of there.
All right, cool,
Leave.
cool, cool, cool.
All right. First
As you
thing I
leave,
go for it.
doors close behind her. The house itself just stays there,
Oh, let me in. Oh.
motionless.
Like a house
Oh.
does.
I thought it was gonna be like a poltergeist situation where the house just fucking
Implodes on
Like
itself and
crumbles.
disappears.
yeah.
Turn
So
around. It's
eventually-
just gone. Like it doesn't exist anymore.
Mhm.
Ilkan, as you exit, you
Mhm.
can't help but hear voices. It's different this time. It's not the female voice that came from the pool. It's many voices. I need you sort of just start rubbing your head. I need you to roll a perception check with advantage.
Okay, I can do that. Let's see. That one sucks. Let's try that again. Wow.
7. Okay. You shake your head a little bit, and you sort of wonder, like, where the fuck did that come from? And you can't really find a source of it anywhere, and it disappears.
All right then. In that case, all right, boys. Where to first? How
I
about
fly into the air.
a good bird's eye view, huh?
Fly into the air like you just don't care.
Okay. Please give me a moment to change the música. At least a little bit.
Woohoo!
Play me some Harry Potter.
Dude, that sucked ass.
Yeah, she's not great.
Yeah.
She's
She's gonna be cool, man.
she mm, mm-mm.
I bet
I
she
thought she
wouldn't
was
be
gonna be
so,
like an old sassy black lady, you know?
I bet she wouldn't be so awesome or fucking tough if she wasn't in her stupid house.
Yeah,
Maybe.
yeah.
Or she just grow like 10 times bigger and then stomp us.
Whatever, dude. It's called dodging. How about that? You fly up and hit her in the face anyways.
Where is that song?
Go on top of her treehouse and drop a big bird poo poo on her
Oh my
treehouse.
gosh.
Poop on her
Dude.
house.
Gosh,
Bird
be-
Duke her place?
Yeah,
that would be amazing.
she deserves it, bro. She fucking poisoned us.
Bird bonk. Bird bunk.
Oh
her.
yeah, there is that aspect of poison. That's true. Shit. Okay, there you are. Cool. Sorry, that took a little while.
Well, that's a lair thing. Don't that only apply in her house or whatever?
That's true. Now that you're out of her lair, maybe that doesn't apply anymore.
We'll see. Well, I guess that's a problem we'll deal with later.
We shall see.
Whatever. I only ate one apple. I'll get a
Alright.
bad stomachache.
You begin to shoot up in the sky. Does Eustace follow, or does he stay on the ground?
Eustace goes up into the sky, goes on top of her treehouse, enters a very nice, like, branch, takes a squat, and rolls for strength.
Oh, what? Are you
Or,
actually
so
wait,
or stealth, I guess.
are you
Maybe
trying
survive.
to sneak a poo on this house? Is that actually
Yes!
what you're doing?
She deserves it! Yes!
Alright.
I if you're trying to be stealthy, then yes, roll stealth check.
How's your
Dude,
if
shit
you're
gonna
just-
be
If
stealth?
you're just doing it and
You
try to
never
get
like
as-
piss on the side of the bowl so it doesn't make a lot of noise, or like slowly poo so that way you don't make loud farts or something.
That no, because then that shit's gonna plop and then like she'll just hear a thud on her roof.
if Eustace would like to increase the viscosity of what he's trying to do, then
What
yes, he roll
the
a strength
fuck?
check. But while this is happening, Crower, you begin to fly up in the sky, and
Look in disgust.
very, very, very quickly, very, very fast, because you're trained in air combat. You're very effective at doing this. You begin to fly up higher and higher and higher, a good 50 feet, when you finally break the tree lines, because these are some tall ass fucking trees. You're now above this area, and I need you to make a perception check.
Yes.
And Eustace, did you roll stealth or did you roll strength?
I rolled strength, I got a 16.
Oh my
Is
God.
that enough? Is that enough to dookie on her home?
Yes, that's
Yes.
enough.
Man, I got 9. It's
I
seen nothing but
strong as
trees.
shit. It's gonna be the strongest shit Eustace will ever take.
Oh,
Comes
no,
out like
I'm
a
not,
missile.
I'm not describing this. Eustace, you successfully do the do. What does it look
Yeah.
like?
What does it look like?
Describe your
What
poop.
happens? Describe it.
It's
Okay,
black
so
with a little bit of
Eustace-
white in the middle.
Yeah, of course. So Eustace is he's squatting. He's using all of his might, like crushing all of his butt muscles into this one poo. This is the biggest honking shit he has ever taken. Yeah, so it's white, a bit of brown on the edges. It's kind of watery.
Okay, I get it.
It's
Sorry, I asked. What I meant is,
It's suffused with every bit of rage and fear that he felt in the moment inside the house.
There's also a hint of bird seed.
There's also a bit of seed in there.
as you do this, it falls to the ground like a missile. And
Wait, no,
you
no, no.
just-
I was thinking that like I would be on a branch and it's kind of like slowly like sliding down her tree, you
Like
know?
Tarzan? The fuck?
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
pooped
yeah.
out Tarzan.
So, okay, so I misunderstood. You didn't do this on a tree that's on top of her house. You did it on her house?
Yeah, you know, like the stump.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, on a branch.
Three things happen.
Oh my god.
We die.
One, you're successful, and it just becomes to just slowly go across the house,
Oh man.
and then you feel the house sort of vibrate a little bit, just a little bit, and you see that there are these like long branches that extend out and just whack the shit out of your face.
What?
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah. Oh, Dex, you're saving throw.
I mean, you're literally shitting on Monster House, so like. you
Oh
know.
shit!
17, bitch.
You expertly dodge out of the way as these these branches have these spikes coming out, and they swipe at you, and nothing happens. You
Yeah, that's
dodge
right,
out of
Ho.
the way,
I
and
shit on your house.
you sort of hear the home groan a little bit, and it shivers, and the home is very unhappy with you.
Glad.
Call it fertilizer, man.
You-
It's a tree.
Although
Yeah.
you rolled poorly, just a little bit below average,
Oh,
you do catch two things. These two things you cannot miss. One, you see that in the east. Oh, sorry, you wouldn't know where east is. Recon that. You don't know that. You see that in a certain direction. You're sort of stunned in the moment, surprised, because you see that there is this massive pink wall that stretches for miles in one direction, and this dust wall is rising up, and it's rolling over miles upon miles upon miles up in the sky, rolling over away from you in your direction. And you take a good look at it and you think it is a massive, giant pink dust wall that's rising up and then rolling itself away from you. And it stretches on for fucking miles in that direction, from side to side, and even higher when you look up.
So this place is suffering from the Dust Bowl.
That's thing number one. Thing number two, you notice behind you that the sun's about to set. But the sun's about to set for like an hour now. And then you keep looking at it and you think, it's not moving. You notice that this place is in a perpetual twilight, dusk, where it never seems to set and there's never night. It's just in between.
Always about to get dark, but never does.
Yeah.
Huh.
And that's
Or
what
in the
Paris
in
is.
between.
Yeah. We're in a time between times, a place between places.
A limbo.
What else does
Sure.
he do?
what?
What else does Crowder do as he notices all this?
Hmm. There's a wall.
Yes.
It's never gonna sunset. Seems like. And there's nothing. Well, I scored a 9, so.
Yeah, if you do try to look around you, you just see that it's just forest, endless forest, miles in every direction. It all looks the same.
Yeah.
Fuck. Damn. Well,
If
I go
anything-
back to the ground.
I was going to say, if anything, if you need assistance, definitely ask your companions, your other your other players to help you out in case you need to find out where you guys want to go, or if you need help observing places.
Other bird friend over here.
Other bird. But yeah, Cryer lands on the ground, and Ilkhan and Eustace, what do you guys do?
Yeah, I convey this information.
All right.
Okay.
We're in a
Um,
dome. We're in a dome. We're stuck in a dome.
Well,
Take it easy, Car. All right.
we're stuck in a dome. Have you guys seen Hunger Games?
No.
No, because
I
movies
have-
aren't
what
real
the-
yet.
Oh
What
yeah,
the fuck
movies
is
aren't real
that?
yet. Well, anyway, I have a strange feeling that we should go to that wall.
You want to go towards the giant moving pink wall?
Everything
I
else is just
mean-
forest around us.
Yeah. Unless we
mean-
find like some really cool cabin that doesn't have a killer giant monster thingy, then yeah, I think the wall is probably our best bet.
I guess that's true. What about this stone path that we were initially gonna try going to before we had our most pleasant encounter, like the stone path that we're standing next to?
Did I go to your
That-
garden?
Well, I mean, I guess we
Dude.
could
We
look
can
at
take
it.
a
I
little
guess.
look-see at the garden.
We're gonna come
See-
to life, man.
See who's there. Maybe.
All right, yeah. We
Yeah,
walk towards the garden path.
You guys begin to make your way towards the path, and very easy trek. It's nothing too complicated. It's just these massive stone pathway that leads you there.
Stop pushing.
You arrive to this beautiful, elegant garden, and it's strange because where normally you would need tons and tons of sunlight in this place. You notice what's giving light to this place are these pillars, these giant stone pillars, and they're giving off this pink light. It's shining on everything. So the moment you guys arrive in this area, your hue of color just turns pink. It's just pink everywhere. And you look at the garden around you, and you see that it is glowing flowers everywhere. And they're very strange looking in the sense that you see that there are these giant outcrops of sunflowers, except they're not sunflowers. They have like this very, very faint blue glow coming off of them, and their petals are bright white. And then you see that there are other similarities of other plants that you know about, lavender and other aspects, but it doesn't smell like lavender. Instead, it smells like chicken. Like, what? And you continue forward, and
Others. No.
it is a elegant, beautiful garden that surrounds a small pot of flowers, all nicely put together, just rows after rows after rows after rows after rows of these potted plants. And you take a good look at them, and they look like simple flowers. Simple flowers. They'll come make another perception check with the advantage.
You got it. Boop, boop. I like that first one.
Ooh.
Damn.
Either one will be fine.
Were those dirty 20s or natural 20?
Dirty 20s.
A dirty 20.
Where once before you heard these voices in your head, you now hear a crowd of voices in your head. Loud, extremely loud. They all have unique voices. And they're coming from the potted plants in front of you. As
Yeah,
you stand
alright.
there. And you hear, help me. And you hear another voice, a child yell, where are you? You hear other voices upon other voices upon other voices of cries for help as they can't move.
Dude, that's actually fucked.
Yeah, that's not terrifying at all.
Yeah.
You
That
hear,
would've
"Oh,
been
la,
us.
la, 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 la."
Hey,
would've been
so
Eventually, eventually the voices do die down as you attempt to like block that out of your head. But yeah, you found the missing people. They're right in front of you.
Fuck.
well, I think it's pretty obvious to me what we gotta do. We gotta bring a whole vase on our adventure with us to these people, to my people. Maybe they could do something.
Just to be clear, there is exactly, and I mean exactly, 20 of these vases with these
Fuck.
flower pots on them.
Ooh.
And you see,
that's not happening.
and you see that there is an extra space where there's been space set out for more of these vases. And you see that there are these little indentures, like little spots to hold more vases. And you see that there are 10 more spots.
Well,
So they're expecting.
Shit.
Mhm.
All right. In that case, we can't carry all that. So we're gonna have to find a way to like, I don't know, get back here. Well,
Bring a wheelbarrow of some kind.
I think we're
Ilkhan, you
thinking
hear
too much about this, man. I know these
You hear
people
a-
are here, but
Mhm,
like, I don't know. It's just we got to figure out how to get out of here, and
Yeah.
maybe there's just something we could do about it now, where we can change them back. Because this chick is can obviously
recognize.
change them, but I don't know. It's just we can't fight her. She's too strong unless we just sit here and chill and take a long rest, and then
That is one thing I'll say, is that you do have your magical capabilities back once you left your home. And you have many options. That's sound reasoning. You can come back later once you find a way out. Or you can just hang out here and rest so you get your full long rest. But that also implies that you'll be staying here for at least 8 hours, spending more time in this place.
fuck.
I don't think we can really afford to do that. Not sit around for 8 hours.
Mm-mm.
Anyways.
And the last thing I'll say is definitely you have your bond, I guess, her word, that she wouldn't impede you in your adventure. But to trust the word of Mama Mildred, you guys don't know.
Yeah, well, I don't know. She put a fucking tattoo on my hand, and apparently I can't come back here. So that's another fucking hurdle for later on.
Oh,
If we want to come back, and help these people, well, I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen to me if I do come back here.
Ellen, do you think you might want to run like a history or like an inside check on your little marking over there?
Can I do that, DM? Can I magi check my what blatantly looks like a curse, or maybe an
Yes.
Arcana check?
This is unique. Okay, you can decide to roll a Magi check with advantage, a Arcana check with advantage, or a Insight check with advantage.
I'll do the insight.
Okay.
I'll take the money.
Don't buggy.
12,
Mr. Krabs.
and then 8.
Yeah, let's go with the 12.
You intend to inspect the little tattoo that's on your hand. You stare at it, and this idea comes in your mind. Move it. And you're like, what? And as you think about that, you see the tattoo move slowly up against, like, a little bit higher on your arm. And the tattoo is just signifies a promise, a bond that you won't come back here. But for whatever reason, you can move it. And then you feel this tap on your shoulder. And you see it's your other arm.
Oh
And
shit!
he's sort of like, you sort of, if a hand could look at your arm, it's doing that. It's sort of like inspecting your hand. And you believe, you think, you don't know how, but if you wanted to, you can move that tattoo to another part of your body. Another part of your body that's only going to be there for 6 days and then disappear.
That's a good point, huh? I mean, sure, why not, right? I mean, what else would I have to lose for trying to move it somewhere?
You guys hear thumping, like rumbling,
Oh yeah.
and you see a hulking individual, a good, I'd say 100 feet away. The only reason you notice it is because every time he moves, he's busting down trees, and the trees magically reform themselves behind him. He's making a lot of noise. What do you guys do?
I don't know. You guys want to hang out with the giant? The first one didn't do too awesome.
I don't know. Let's get out of here.
All right, someone
Yeah.
go pick me up. Let's start heading out towards your pink wall.
Pink wall.
Pink
wall.
wall.
Okay. Who's picking up Ilkon?
I got him.
Nice.
Preferably the bulky one, not the scrawny wizard one.
got him. Put him in my bag.
As you attempt to fly away, whoever's picking up Ilkon, your fly speed is now halved because you're carrying another individual with you. But just keep that in mind for the future as we travel. You guys
Thanks,
begin to
baby.
fly away from this thing, and before you leave, you see this creature, this monstrosity behind you. Is a massive, and I mean massive, 12 foot tall, like giant creature. And it's sort of like looking up at the sky at all of you. And you just hear like this low guttural grunt voice as it says, "Yeah, get out of here. Yeah, get." He's like looking at you, waving his hands like, "We don't want you here. No one wants you here. Fuck off." And so like just like gets himself comfortable, crosses his legs, sits down, and just stares over the pots, just looking at them.
Fuck.
I think sucks. I don't know what it is, but it's stupid. All right, time for Feywild Adventures. Begin.
Hell yeah. All right, so this is what's gonna happen. You guys took a short rest, but you guys are also getting very close to hitting that exhaustion point. Although you don't want to rest and take a long rest and want to get out here as soon as possible, unfortunately, in a few hours, if you do not take a long rest, all of you will get a point of exhaustion. Well, except Longbeak. Longbeak is well rested, actually. But all of you will get a point of exhaustion because you need to sleep. You have to, or else you'll get tired.
You die.
So, I can give you guys, I'd say 6 hours. 6 hours of flight time before you need to take a long rest.
Sure. I mean, if you guys are cool with that, travel as long as we can until you guys are too tired to travel.
Well, you have to take a long rest, right? And then that's 8 hours.
That's 8 hours. You have to. I mean, D&D, you can do whatever you want, push forward. You'll have that disadvantage of exhaustion.
And over here, I mean, dude just came out of the fucking trees.
Wait, has he been
Yeah.
watching us then?
I don't know.
You get the sense that he's probably just watching the plants. Another individual that maybe is just there, but
Oh, you know what? Let's
Yeah.
do a fucking I guess a perception check on him to see if he's even like capable of like thinking, you know, like big thoughts. 'Cause what if he's just dumb? You know, it won't hurt us if he's just dumb.
If you
does
want, I
Eustace-
guess.
does Eustace break away from the party and go talk to him?
You want to go solo and talk to the giant fucking thing that was threatening us?
Wait, it was threatening us?
It wasn't threatening. It was just sort of like making these like soft comments of like, get out of here,
Like,
you little rascals. Get the fuck outta
yeah.
here.
It told us to go away.
Oh, okay.
But
All right, fine.
I think if we fucked with the plants, he probably would have stomped our asses.
Probably.
But Eustace does make a good point that dude was talking like an idiot, so maybe it'd be easier to talk to. But you
And
don't know.
convince him to kill Mother Miranda.
Convince him to take another poo on her house.
But yes, those are your options. You can go back and talk to him. You can go ahead and travel.
All right,
on
boys.
this.
Do you want to talk to the big dumb? Look, we pretty much got two options here. Or I guess we have three, but I don't really much care for the third one. Option one: we turn around, we go back, talk to Big Dummy. Maybe Big Dummy has something we can use. Option two: we travel as much as we can within our 6 hours of time to find somewhere where we can either A, get some information, or B, at least be safe when we rest. And then our third option, which I don't care for, is we push ourselves beyond the point of exhaustion and keep trying to trump forward until we find what we want.
I feel like we won't find out how to get out of here for a while. I think
Yeah.
we're stuck in here for like a good solid day, you know. So I think we should
Probably.
in our adventure going 6 hours, seeing if there's anything out there. I'm sure DM will let us know if there's anything. And if not, then we just gotta take the L and, you know, take that rest. Because I think being in such a place where anything can kill us, you know, anything can be a threat. It's kind of like the Blight Forest, you know, except it seems like it's far more fucked up.
It's a lot more random, that's for sure.
Mhm.
There's always a twist in the Feywild. But yeah,
Yeah, there's always a twist. So let's fly 3 hours. If we don't see anything, we come back, we take a rest back here. Hopefully Big Boy don't fuck with us. And if he does, then we can still, you know, try to convince him we're homies. And then if we're completely out of options, me and Carla go back and we'll just play the game, you know. Deck of cards is a pretty easy one.
Okay. All right. I think I'll
ready then.
use Eustace and then fly up because I know that Crower did it, but maybe I'll have
you'll
a better
have it.
roll.
All right, before we head out, before we officially start heading out, you do that. See if you can get a
Alright.
better than the night.
Eustace, please go ahead and roll a perception check.
Do it. 14.
Okay, it's a little bit better. 14. Let me
I want to see if
notes for a
maybe there's
second.
some sort of like end to the wall of some kind, and we can reach the end
Okay, let's see.
like a rainbow.
Rainbow.
death.
Okay, so if I'm looking at this right. With the 14, you notice the same things that Crower did, which was the giant dust wall. That's a good 100 miles in that direction, where that wall is, and it stretches from like left side to right side. Behind you, you got the everlasting twilight. So you see the same thing he did, but you notice two more things. you notice that there is a very, very faint, and I mean faint, you barely notice this, a very faint blue glow coming from, if we're saying, because you guys don't know, you're just pointing, you just have, these are directions now. If the dust wall's north, then east of you, there's this very, very faint blue glow coming in that direction. And then if the dust wall's north, west of you, you see a very, very faint green glow.
Blue or green, guys?
What?
Green is good.
So you want to go to these glowing things?
Well, it's our only bet, you know, instead of flying for 6 hours in that direction. Or
Well,
3
yeah.
hours.
I mean, well, I guess let me reiterate that question. Do we want to go to the blue thing or the green thing then?
That's a hard choice.
I
'cause
go for the green.
Green could be good, or it could be
Or
like,
it could be acid shit.
yeah, or like evildoer, and then blue
you guys
could be
gonna-
good, or it could be like ice zone and we freeze to death or something.
I don't want to.
You guys gonna flip a coin?
Can I flip a silver coin?
Ooh, look. Is there a
Uh,
D2?
There is not a D2, no. But
Yeah.
if
It's
you
called a
guys
quarter.
have a quarter
Yeah,
anywhere, or
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
coin.
all that quarter.
A D2 is a
Um,
quarter. Okay, Google.
Go.
Heads is blue.
Flip a coin.
Heads is blue.
Heads. Oh. Blue it
Right.
is.
blue it is. The party
What if they're
begins
both
to.
bad?
Well, that's
You
you don't know.
yeah, that's
You don't
the
know.
game, baby.
I can I can even have Google roll D10s, roll a die, and spin a dreidel.
Nice.
Oh, spin that drill.
As you guys begin to prepare your stuff, prepare yourselves to make a, like Robert said, a 3-hour trek in the direction of the blue light, things are stressful. Things are downright fucking insane right now. But as you begin to fly over all of you, Ilkon, you're trying not to shoot yourself as you are hundreds of feet up in the air.
Yeah.
You notice that it is actually a very beautiful sight. It's almost like a painting. Everywhere you look, it's just a combination of purples and greens, and then a combination of reds and yellows, and then a mix of all that in between sometimes, of these beautiful trees everywhere. And it's beautiful in this wicked place.
Wickedly beautiful.
Give me a second. As you guys begin to make your way there.
Hey yo, fucking Undertale? Not expecting that.
Give me a second to turn it down.
Alan, what level is this? Level.
This is
Is it too loud? Or should I turn it down?
a little bit, yeah. It's a little loud.
I think it's like the tutorial, right?
Yeah, this is the very beginning area, man.
It's the ruins. Yeah.
Yeah.
How's that volume? Is it too loud?
Oh, that's good.
Better.
Besides the craziest shit you guys have been through for this entire day, going to the deserted markets, dealing with these aberrations, meeting these crazy people, you do make your way and finally just take a breather as you're flying around in this beautiful place. And there's this essence of like hope deep inside all of you that although you guys are in this crazy wacky place, that you'll make it through because all of you guys are together. I need Ilkhan to go ahead and roll a perception check for me with advantage. As he
Dope.
sees something at the corner of his eye down below.
I have like the dopest eyes in this place, apparently.
The dopest eyes.
But not the dopest rolls. Man, D&D Beyond's giving me not the most savory rolls.
Hey, don't you stop that. You got a 21 and a 24 last couple rolls, all right?
All right. Fair enough. Anyways,
All right,
that was
16.
a 16.
Okay. You see that there is a as you look down, there is a faint like a light purple glow. And you recognize it. It's the flames you saw back at the tavern.
Oh
But
shit.
it's controlled. It's in one place. And you see that there's this large, massive bonfire. And that there are these smaller flames just hopping and dancing around the bonfire.
It's kind of cool.
And you don't see anybody down there. You just see that there is just one bonfire and these smaller fires dancing around it. And then you look around and you see that, oh, there's more. You see other bonfires and other bonfires, at least a dozen of these smaller campsites of bonfires, and these blue flames, these purple flames just dancing and prancing around them. But you know how volatile they can be, so
Yeah, I don't know if I want to hang around next to those things.
definitely you continue on. You can mention it to your party if you want, but that's what you see down there.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I'll let them know, but I'll also express my concern for hanging around that. Yeah, pretty much. So, unless you guys are insistent on going down there, I say we carry on. To where
Carry
we-
on.
Another hour passes. And your guys' wings are beginning to strain just a little bit. Oh no, Krara at least. Eustace, you're like, I got this. As you flap your wings harder, you fly forward. Eustace. Or wait, actually, I need to know who's at the very front. Are all of you guys flying together? Is one of you behind the other? What's the marching order here?
I was thinking that we would be like right beside each other.
Yeah, kind of
Okay.
side by side. I got a little bit of a lead, but just by a beak.
I got you. In that case, while Ilkhan
is
is looking
average.
down, Crower or Eustace, you guys can decide who wants to make this next perception check.
Do it.
Do it.
Stop yelling.
I'm sorry, baby.
You're a pussy.
I'm sorry.
Here we go. Oh, you probably want to do one too.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
You guys begin to make your way, and then Crower, you see this flying object beginning to make its way sort of in your direction, but the depth perception is a little weird because it looks like it's getting closer, and it was once big, but as it gets closer, it's getting smaller. You can't really make up a shape or form. It's just heading in your direction. What do you do?
Can Alan do a roll?
At this point, if you tell him, yes, you can make a roll.
You see? What is that? Do you see what's up ahead?
I don't know. Let me try to take a look.
I rolled for perception.
Okay. Yes.
I
Once Crower let the party know, then you guys can roll.
Oh, everybody up ahead. There's some.
You see, this got a 6, and then Ilkhan. Oh no, Ilkhan got a 6. Edelson got a 19. Okay, good. Eustace, once you notice that what Crower's talking about, you look and you turn, and you see that there's this large, or you think it's large. Your perception's a little weird. You don't know why it's weird to look at this thing. It looks like a dragon, but it's small and tiny, and it has these large butterfly wings as it's heading in your guys' direction.
Oh, I know what that is. Hey, I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty sure my character doesn't know. But I know.
What
Do
do you
you
see?
guys
What do you
attempt to fly
see?
away and avoid it, or do you intercept it? What do you guys do?
Fly towards it.
Let's go towards it. Yeah, maybe it's another dummy we can scam.
You guys fly towards it, and then less than a minute, you guys meet up, and it begins to slow down as you attempt to get closer to it. It slows down, and you see this.
Yep.
Whoa.
That's exactly it. I'm even looking at the same picture on my phone.
That's not what I was imagining.
It's sort of like very curiously looking at all of you, and it's doing circles around you, and then it stops flying in front of Ilkhan.
Hi.
It's very, very small. For whatever reason, it looked massive from far away, but as it got closer and closer and closer, you see that it's no bigger than your palm. It's a little tiny fairy
Whoa.
dragon,
Whoa.
and it speaks,
Whoa.
and it says, "Greetings, my lord. It is a very big surprise to see you here."
Yeah.
Know
it's-
him?
Yeah, you know me.
Of course, all of us fairy folk, or in this case, fairy dragons, know of Lord Nelfros and Lord Yorfris, the saviors.
Yeah.
Saviors
yeah.
from what?
I mean, dude.
Oh, yeah. You'll have to pardon my compatriots. They're new to this land. Care to maybe share the story, bring them up to speed? I haven't had the chance yet.
You see that this little creature gets very excited. Of course, of course.
Perhaps we can land first before we.
Let's see. Unfortunately, as he like waves his little tiny dragon fingers, I must expeditiously retreat very soon, as I am late. But I can give you a brief version.
Sure. Give me the cliff notes.
Oh, jeez, where do I start with Lord Nalfros? Okay. If you'd like to know the most important part of what he did, friends of Nalfros, he saved the Feywild. Well, him and his twin brother, of course, but he saved the Feywild from. Am I allowed to say her name? I know you told us to never speak her name again.
For the sake of the story, you can.
He shakes his head. He saved us, the brothers, saved us from Ileana. I'm gonna go ahead and type that. I'm gonna type in the Zoom chat so you guys know what that.
Who's Ileana?
Give me a second. Give me a second.
Okay.
I have to write this shit down. Like my backstory, I'm being told.
This little creature responds with, Ileana. The life devourer. There. Okay. I want to pick out the most important pieces, but what I can say to make this very simple, he's sort of like looking around and flapping rapidly in place, like I have to get going. Yes, he saved us from this wicked archfey. She would take many of us from across these lands and devour each and single one of us to prolong her life. And when Lord Nelfros, or in this case Nelfros, arrived with his brother, he went to the small homes in the lands around and collected these heroes to stop her. I don't know how he did it. Maybe he can tell you yourself. I just know that they tricked her into eating a glass heart. And now she's trapped in that glass heart beneath the Sapphire City.
Yeah. Boy, was that a doozy. So yeah.
Remember the time.
Question.
Yeah.
What is the Sapphire City?
You know what? I apologize, my lord, but I must get going. If you follow the blue lights, which I think you were already following, that will lead you to the Sapphire City. I do apologize, but I must go. Thank you. It was a pleasure. And he begins to quickly fly away.
All right,
To the
thank you very much.
city.
Little dude, we did it. We picked the right one.
Yeah, look at that.
We're so good.
Hey, yo, Ilcom, why don't you tell us anything about this Sapphire City? What the fuck, man?
Dude, I don't know if you've caught on to the reoccurring theme of I don't know what the fuck I did while I was here, but let me go ahead and explain that again. I do not remember what I did while I was here. I came here, it was not pretty, and I got back home. That's basically the short end of it in this old brain of mine. But I guess apparently I became a fucking hero of the world and I didn't even know it.
This is like the Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
This is some Shark Boy Lava Girl bullshit.
Dream.
Ilkan,
You're the dreamer.
Does any of that jog marbles in my brain hearing all that?
it jogs a little bit. And because you seeked out and learned about yourself in this place, you feel some memories coming back. But they're not memories. I need you to roll a D100 for me.
300. Ooh.
And let me know what you get.
64. I'm
64?
5 away from greatness. Yeah.
Damn. All right. Yeah. It's very strange. You begin to tap into these hidden memories of this place, and it's pleasant. They're good memories. You remember your brother, and you guys are sitting on a campfire, and you're laughing together. And you see that there is this a satyr, extremely buff, and you see Aphanis, which is a female version of a satyr. She is extremely beautiful, and she has a huge crush on you. And then you see that there are these 3 pixies. One red, one green, and one purple. But you've seen these pixies before,
Oh.
from the tavern. But they're talking to you. And they're all nervous, looking at the glass heart in the center of the fire. And that memory's gone. But you regain one of your abilities from this place. Alan,
Boy.
while you're in the Feywild, you have a new ability called Lord's Authority.
Oh, I gotta write this down somewhere.
It's very simple, very simple. There are many abilities that comes with Lord's Authority, but they're all locked because you don't remember. But the more you remember, the more of these abilities you get back. The first one is you get to cast a spell however time for free, as many times as you want. Dominate Beast.
Oh, cool.
Dominate a beast.
It's a
Mhm.
spell. Dominate beast.
Yes.
Damn it, Carla. But other than
You
that,
made it weird.
Another hour passes. You guys don't see anything as you head towards the blue light, and you're beginning to breathe hard. Crower, your wings are beginning to tire out. Ilkan, your arms are like getting tired from being held this entire time.
It's kind of uncomfortable. I mean, I very much appreciate. That's why I wasn't complaining. But
It is time to rest or to push on. Or, like Crower said, it's been 3 hours, so you can either head back to the dummy, play the game,
Hell no.
or head to this Sapphire City.
I mean, we gotta.
How
We got a
far is
mission
it?
now.
Yeah.
Oh, from the amount of time you've traveled, unfortunately, that blue glow has not gotten any brighter. It's pretty much stayed the same.
Okay, yeah, let's keep going. We head on.
So you guys are pushing it.
I guess so.
Okay.
I want to make it to that
Now,
city.
no, I gave you 6 hours. So it's 3 hours. So you're at the halfway point. You have 3 more hours before you take a point of exhaustion. And you can't get that point. You only get that point back and you lose it once you take a long rest. So here we go. Go ahead, set this up. Come on. Yes.
Here's
Perfect.
my thought process, though. Once we get to that town, they'll probably have some sort of like inn or something.
We're
Then we
just chill in the alley or something.
Yeah, that too.
Three hours pass where nothing happens. And it's actually more of the same. You're seeing these little blue bonfires everywhere. And you're seeing wildlife down there just moving and prancing about. But you're starting to see aspects that give the Feywild its name. It's wild. As you look down there and you see that there are these large hulking black trees that are chasing after these creatures. You see that there are these strange beasts. They look like saber-toothed tigers, but they have these large black wings that help them sort of like float in the air. They don't even use their legs, they're just floating in the air, going after
Weird.
these smaller creatures. It's getting weird down there. But you guys push on. Once you push past those 3 hours, Ilkan and Crower, both of you take a point of exhaustion.
Except
Which, let's see, where can I track that? Oh, there it is. I'm gonna go ahead and mark it for you guys if you don't know where it is, and then just refresh your thing, and then it should be there.
Oh, I see it.
Okay, cool. So, Ishi's got it. I mean, Alan's got it. Sorry. Ishi, do you
Exhaustion.
see it?
You go over to the main thing at ability saves and senses, and on
Yeah.
the top, look for conditions, and then go all the way to the bottom. You should see exhaustion. The different levels. So add 1.
I'll see it. Ability saves and senses.
And then at the very top, next to your armor class, there should be defenses and conditions.
Yeah, and it'll be under conditions.
Stupid.
Press on
Which-
conditions, go all the way to the bottom, and hit 1 on exhaustion.
Which, just
Okay.
to simplify this, to very, very simplify this, Ilkan and Crower have disadvantage on ability checks. Which means that from here on out, if you're in combat, all your attacks will be with disadvantage. If you cast spells to attack, all those attacks will be at disadvantage.
Oh,
because they're part of your abilities. But you push on. How much do you push on for?
Do we
And
look
the-
any closer after those
Yeah.
additional 3 hours?
Same. If you guys notice that you're not making progress, do you head back? Do you stop? What do you guys do? Because if you push another hour after you've flown those 3 hours, you guys notice that it's still very faint blue light and it's not getting any brighter.
Fuck, should I ask that little shit if how far it was?
Yeah. Is it like the power of belief or something that we need to
We
like
need to
open
sing the
up?
song of imagination.
I guess.
Maybe I guess we go ahead and just go on down for a second, at least catch our breath, and then maybe look around at our immediate surroundings.
I guess. Yeah, we're gonna have to. All right, we do we see any spots that aren't completely shrouded by trees? Anything that looks a little open fieldish? Even a spot like a kind of like what this looks like, this lady's treehouse.
Yeah. There are many open spots, but then you see in those open spots that it's occupied by a thing, which is, like I mentioned, a giant tree that moves. These little bonfires. It's very difficult to see an open spot that is completely open and not being used. All of you make perception checks. Ilkhan, you do it straight. Don't roll.
Ooh,
don't roll
baby, a
disadvantage.
triple. Got a
Just
nat
do regular roll.
20.
No,
You got a natural 20?
Yeah.
Ooh, wait. That's what you get for not being tired.
I guess so.
Wow, God hates me. I'm too tired.
Jesus. Ilkhan and Crower, you're like, you guys don't see anything. And then you see that there's this very small lone hill, and it's covered in these red trees, hiding it. But you point it out easily, and you think there's no creatures around it. That's the ideal place.
Yes.
All right, then
Onwards
lead the
and
way,
upwards.
Ulysses.
Useless.
Lead the way, useless.
Hey, now. We're gonna go ahead and jump forward in time just a little bit, because after you guys arrive at that spot, you check to see if there's anything there, and it's a very pleasant, very quiet, open space to make camp.
I take, wait no, Eustace takes his talons and digs like about 3 inches into the ground.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the purpose of this?
Nature check. What's his ground made of?
Ah, interesting. Okay, please go ahead and roll a nature check for me.
Shit. I used up my good roll. It's 7.
It's true. 7. Look around you, trying to perceive this area, this new nature around you. You've never seen anything like this before. It's really overwhelming because, funny enough, 3 things happen. The moment you begin to dig into the ground, you automatically take a point of damage.
Ooh,
As you begin to part the grass that's there, the grass in that area where once it was green turns bright red, and they turn into jagged like needles, and they like pin, they pin the needles your leg, and you very quickly like rub them off, and they're not coming off. But now the ground is open, so you have that hole that's there, but you have these red pins and needles stuck to your leg now. It doesn't hurt too much. You're very familiar with pain, but it doesn't hurt too much. They're just there. And after you do that, the second thing that happens is the rest of the grass all around you guys begins to change into shades of green to shades of like almost light red. and you hear many, many small voices everywhere in this place. What the fuck? Who is this fucking asshole? What? Hey! What the fuck? It's like they're all
Oh,
yelling
do
at
it.
you.
Didn't do it.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Trying to like just cover it back up, I guess. Like push the mounds together, see if that does anything.
The moment you do that, the third thing happens, which is like push it back together. The grass was once red, now changes back into a light green hue. I'm like, all right, keep it that way. All right, no funny business. All right,
Okay.
and the blades of red that were on your leg break off and turns back into grass, lands on the
Oh my
ground,
God.
rejoins everybody else.
Eustace falls on the floor, just like face first, and like putting his hands right there. He's just trying to hug the ground basically and be like, "I'm sorry. This thing's alive, guys.
Roll a persuasion
Ilkan,
check.
Crower, this shit's alive."
You know, I'd rather not live or sleep on a living thing, rather, or kill
And
on a living thing.
As long as we don't disturb it, though,
Unfortunately.
right?
This is the ground, and if you guys are gonna camp, you have to camp here. Which they don't know you're gonna camp there.
Bro,
When
can
you
you talk
attempt
to the ground?
Do another nature check.
No, persuasion check. As you say, I'm sorry,
Persuasion?
as you're hugging the ground.
Okay. Ooh, 4.
4. There is this where once it was green hue of grass, it changes to like a light yellow, and like you hear voices saying, "This is weird. It's fine. It's fine," and it changes back to green.
Oh, they don't know how to feel about my hugs, I guess. Okay.
How would you feel about someone jabbing at you and then hugging you?
Confused. Yeah, for sure.
But
That would feel pretty good, yeah.
are you guys, like you said, are you guys taking a breather? Are you making camp here? Are you gonna rest here? You gonna sleep here? What's the plan?
All right. Can I do a perception check around the immediate hill?
Yeah.
Around the area. Dope.
Now remember, although you have a point of exhaustion, for whatever reason, you seem to have an advantage here in this place, a constant advantage. So instead of rolling with disadvantage, it's just a straight roll, because normally you would have advantage.
Dope.
Cancels
So
it out.
it's just a straight roll. Yeah.
It's not a
16.
gay roll.
Okay.
You rolled here.
There is one thing you notice in your immediate vicinity. And since you notice it, you get to decide. Give me a second.
Tell me, what do I notice?
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Ilkan. Instead of rolling for it, you get to decide. Pick a number between 1 and 8.
6.
6. Yes. Okay. You see movements beneath the hill, like down, like a good 80 feet forward down, and you see that there is this small group of people. But you get a better look, and you see that they're incredibly tiny, about just a foot long. Oh, sorry, not a foot long, an inch long.
Damn. Be like this. Be like this.
And you see that there are hundreds of them just walking across this small open space, heading away from you. But you see this. Let me get this. it's very strange because they all seem to be singing. It's hard to describe. They all have their little voices and they're all calling out to each other. And
look
this is
so
the first time
cool.
in this place you don't recognize what they're saying. It's even alien to you. And they're all just walking by. Crower, you notice something about these things.
They're nappy.
You notice something. Roll a wisdom check.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage, yes.
Oh. Oh yeah. All right,
that's
but
the
I
first
still got to
time.
do another one though.
Mhm, mhm.
Okay.
Due to the tiredness that you have, the fatigue, you begin to try to assess what these things are, because you realize it in that moment.
Yeah, I'm
Even
tripping.
with that roll, you realize it. These are aberrations. You don't know why, you don't know how. You know this. Maybe it has something to do with the individual that created you a long time ago. But you recognize that these are very, very small, tiny aberrations. Just walking across, singing, laughing, and hundreds of them just going across together. What does he do?
I go into my rations and break off a piece of cracker.
Oh, yeah.
And then I might hold it with my talons and just like,
You see a very, very small one, and it looks just like this one, where its head is frazzled with hair everywhere, and
look like a little few.
its mask begins to sort of like shake and rattle just a little bit, and it has its hand stretched out to pick up the little crumb. Although it's hesitant, if you leave it there, it takes it.
Vibe check them.
It's
For
very
vibe check?
strange, Crower. It's very strange that these aberrations are non-hostile. That these aberrations, your purpose as a Sky Warden is to keep these things from coming into the city, to protect the Great Oro Tree. But they're not being hostile, they're just tiny people. I don't know. It's a very unique feeling. If nothing else happens, Ilkhan, Euseus, Crower, you just see for like an hour, hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of these small little creatures just walk by. And when they see that they're getting, they're getting fed, more of them try to come by, and they're outreaching their hands, the small little, very, very, very small, tiny hands for crumbs.
No, I mean, if you want to keep on feeding them, that's fine. But I guess unless we got another plan, I guess we make camp,
Set
right?
up camp. All right, yeah. Yeah, I guess we start setting up camp, and then, damn, you say hundreds?
Hundreds.
I can't
And
beat
by
all
the
of them.
time,
It's like
by the time an
Jurassic Park.
hour, by the time an hour goes by, it changes from hundreds to hundreds of thousands, just going.
The whole army coming for these crackers, huh?
Oh, they're not going to you specifically. They're still down
Oh.
there, a good 80 feet away, but they do break off a good 100 of them just to like get these crackers. It's strange.
Drop
Now,
wolf
because
on
as a DM, I have to know. Ishi, what's Krar's thoughts on these aberrations?
Well, makes me think where we are. Where are we? But this is definitely one of the places where things come from. And I guess he's starting to realize that now. That, you know, these other worlds, they're not just full of things that can come out to destroy. You know, they're just things that are also trying to survive, I guess.
Euseus? Same thing.
Yeah.
You notice that.
Oh, sorry. Go.
What I was going to say is that you've been trained ever since you were little to destroy aberrations. They're the thing that will destroy the tree if they come out. But you recognize it after a couple minutes after Crower did it. These are aberrations, but they're not being hostile. They're just tiny creatures.
Living it up. Also, we're in another dimension, so like things work differently. They're probably not similar to the apparitions that we have in our home dimension, I guess. So I wouldn't go immediately like trying to kill these things. They're doing nothing.
If you guys don't do anything hostile or attempt to like do anything with them, a good moment passes where the camp has been set up, tents have been set. The grass is very not happy about it, but they're dealing with it. Grass knows what it is. You notice that a large portion of these little things begin to hold something, and they're passing it. It's sort of like a rave where they're passing people around, but it's not a person, it's an item. And they're passing it hundreds of hands, small little hundreds of hands passing it, going down the line, up the hill, up to you guys. And they're giving you a gift.
Oh, yo, Crower, go claim the spoils of gift giving.
Give me a block of crackers.
Do I have any Do I have any crackers? I mean, I got some rations, I think, still.
Oh yeah, you guys or once before you didn't have to worry about rations and water because you guys were in a city where all that stuff was always abundant. You now have limited supplies while you're here, unless you find a place of resource to refill your water and etc. But Crower.
Yeah, I have like a day's worth. Okay. Yeah, I pick up whatever the thingy is and Indiana Jones style swap it out for like a fistful of rations.
You see in front of you a glass flower, completely blue. And the same one that took the ration from you sort of points at the flower, this crystal flower. And it just gives you a nod. You might have to attune to it, maybe study this a little bit, but this flower is giving off a faint blue glow. The same one you guys are chasing.
Guys, what if this is our ticket in?
Shit.
No.
And after that, after you give them the rations, they're all very happy. They're cheering. They're all bouncing up in the air. And all of them immediately try to catch up to the rest. And within another hour, this very, very hundreds of thousands of small little these things disappear into the forest below.
Damn.
Wait, I wanted to give him a kiss.
Oh, I mean, you can still do whatever. Like I want this to be what you guys want to do too. So that was Crower. But what is Ilkon? What is Ilkon? What does Eustace do?
I mean, aside from setting up camp, I think while that's going on, with those two probably hanging out with those boys, I think I'd probably leave them be. I think it'd be more me, probably laying on like my bedroll, looking at that tattoo on my hand,
Mhm.
and probably moving it about.
Yeah. Is there anywhere
Yeah.
specific you move it to, or is it just you're just moving it?
Well, first I'd probably move it up my arm and see if anything happens.
Mhm.
Does anything happen when I move it up my arm? Like, let's say up to the, like, near my shoulder.
No, it's just it still has the letters M on it for Mama Mildry. But as you move it to your shoulders, it's still there.
All right. And in that case, at that point, I'll probably see if my hand, my third hand, wants to cooperate now during this time. Maybe I can move that onto that instead. See if that anything happens with that.
You attempt to move this thing to your third hand, and it disappears over your shoulder, so you can't really see. But you imagine it moving on your back, lower back, and then reaching the third hand and placing it there.
Hmm.
And the third hand, where it went to, was sort of like it has this bag of gold. It sort of like drops the gold, and it just tenses up. And there's no reaction. It's sort of just tense. And then the hand comes over up to your face. Hell yeah. It goes back.
Oh, I forgot you can talk. All right. You know what? Yeah, I'll just leave that be at that point. We can leave that symbol there. And honestly, I'm going to try to get some good rest unless the other two object for any reason.
No,
What do you
as
do?
we rest.
Rusties.
Okay.
Examine the flower time to time.
Now, because this is D&D and you guys are in an unfamiliar land, yes, you can totally just all of you sleep and hopefully in the morning nothing happens. But to make sure that there are no threats that sneak up on you when you sleep, now we come to the time where we assign who's taking first watch.
Ooh, okay. Eustace will take first watch because the other two are really tired and I don't have an exhaustion point yet.
Yet, but just know that if you don't sleep now, you'll get an exhaustion point sooner than later. So it's still good if you also sleep. So to be part of that rotation.
Yeah, I'll still sleep, but I'll just be the first one to keep watch.
Yeah. Okay. There's 2 rotations. One for the first 4 hours, and then one for the last 4 hours for a complete total of 8. But that's it. So Eustace is going first. Who's going second?
I don't know. There's sort of a good argument for both of us, I think. I mean, Crower is obviously a vigilant guardian, so he would be good at keeping watch. I'm part of the Shock Scouts, though. We're also all about observing and seeking out stuff either way. I think either of us would make for a good watch guard.
I flew.
Yeah, he did.
I drove.
Yeah, yeah, you did.
He did drive. You know what? All right, well, we'll use that then. I'll take second watch. Crower could just go full on sleep, I suppose.
I drove 6 hours to Anaheim. You guys drive.
You guys bring me back food.
Okay. In
Fair
that
enough.
case,
You know, Crower will get some sleep.
we switch over.
Mostly.
Boy, oh boy. As the party begins to rest, Crower holding on to his sapphire flower. Ilkon thinking about what's happened today.
Oh, a lot.
Theseus, this is weird, but hopefully you can get back home. We begin your first watch. I need you to roll 1d100 for me.
Okay. Ah, 92. Yeah, well,
Huh.
That's not a big roll.
is that
Give
how
me a
many
moment.
points of damage we lose? Oh, fuck.
Give me a moment.
G100s are weird. They can mean all sorts of shit.
Hold
Yeah.
on. Just give me a moment. Okay.
Oh,
how do I
no.
do this?
They
All right.
usually, yeah.
All right, hold on. Right. Okay. Lucius, roll a d8 for me.
D8. D's nuts. 1.
Fucking got him.
Okay. While the rest of the party sleeps, Lucius, your night goes by fairly simple, fairly easy. Everything's keeping back a good 100 feet away. You're seeing some plant life, some life out there, but nothing's really interested in what you guys are doing or who you guys are. Except one creature. You see a large wolf of some kind, but it's not a wolf. It has these giant like branches and leaves coming out of its body.
Whoa. Wood wolf, timber wolf.
Timber wolf.
Timber.
And it looks like this.
Whoa.
And
Oh.
This thing looks sick.
it's slowly walking up towards your camp. What does he do?
Let's try to communicate with it.
Okay. So as Eustace, can I still do like animal handling and like?
Mhm. Yeah,
Oh,
as we
okay.
talked about last time, you're still playing as Edelson, but just remember that all your spells and abilities are represented through wands. So if you're going to cast Speak with Animals, he would grab a wand and cast Speak with Animals. Or if he's going to polymorph into other creatures, like another wolf, he would do that to use a wand and change it to a wolf to etc. 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 etc.
Now do I cast? Wait, no. Never mind. I'm gonna do a animal handling check to see if this thing is like hostile in any way or like looking for blood.
Go for it. Roll for it. 10.
10?
Okay. It begins
Straight up and down.
to very, very slowly and very, very cautiously climb up the hill to your camp. But it's not stalking. It doesn't look like it's gonna attack, but it's sort of waiting for your response. It's seeing how you react as it creeps up slower to
Okay.
you. What does Eustace do?
Gotta remember where it is.
What are you looking for? Maybe I can help.
I don't remember what it's called.
Are you looking for your ability? His abilities?
Ridiculous.
No, I'm not looking for his abilities. I am looking for. You know what? Sure, yeah. I'll look at his abilities while I look for this other thing.
Well, just remember I have all your notes. I have all your stuff. So if you need help, let me know. Actually, I just realized I had 3 cups of water, so I'm gonna go use the restroom, and I'll be right back.
Me too.
But Carla, definitely, if you need some help, let me know.
So,
I swear.
how did you Ulysses feel about this spirit wolf looking thing?
I am concerned, but also intrigued.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find. Okay, so there's like this one thing that I can do where I can like smell out. Got good smell or something along those lines. And I can smell this guy. Oh, this cantrip. Drop recovery, dark vision, keen smell. Facial traits. You have advantage on wisdom, perception, wisdom, survival, and intelligence investigation checks that involve smell. Yeah. Dark vision. This place never gets dark. It's always the same.
Yeah, it's in twilight, so basically just think of like when the sun's setting on the horizon.
Yeah.
It just looks like that forever, apparently.
Okay. So I don't really need to use night vision then.
No, yeah, like you can see, maybe not amazing, like there's probably places that are shrouded in like shadows, but like it's not like nighttime, you know? Like you can for the most part see all right.
So I'm thinking of like smelling this guy and
You're gonna
maybe
smell him.
smell this guy, yeah. But what would I smell him for?
I don't know. I mean,
Smell fear?
I don't know why do you even want to smell him, to be straight honest. I'm gonna be honest with you. Out of all the things you could do, you're gonna smell this man. You can do what you want. This is D&D, baby. But I'm just saying, like, smell him? The fuck? I don't
Yeah,
know.
because I can't really do much else. Like a lot of my stuff is for like battle related stuff.
You don't have any like animal like speaking spells or controlling spells. Like I just learned I have dominate beast. My ass is like dead in the ground sleeping right now. So unless you want to wake me up,
Nah. 'Cause then we'll lose the point of like stopping here.
yeah, more or less, yeah, because we all get woken up early, then we're not gonna get our long rest, and we're still gonna be exhausted.
Yeah, then I guess I'll do the classic animal friendship. Tell them that we mean no harm and that we just want to chill out and
Yeah, I
Rest
mean, I
up.
don't know. You could try talking to it. It's obviously not a normal ass wolf. We just talked to a literal like pocket-sized dragon. For all you know, this
Oh
thing.
yeah,
has-
what if it just like speaks common?
What if it literally just talks?
Okay.
Yeah, you could literally just
Uh,
talk to it. You could be like, "Hello, friendly," and there you go. I don't know, or you can like sit down and pat your lap.
Come here, Boca.
Yeah, give it the good old. Pss, 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 pss. Yeah.
Okay. Well, it says that if the beast's intelligence is 4 or higher, then the spell fails. So I guess I'm gonna have to do an intelligence check on this guy and then
Well,
go from.
I don't think an intelligence check will tell you that it's smart. It'll just be like, it looks smart.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine. I'll just go straight to the spell then.
You can either try your spell, or you can you can try talking to this thing. You could just sit there and stare at it. I don't know. The options are kind of limitless here.
What did I miss?
Carlo was heavily debating smelling a wolf.
Yeah, because I was like, I could use keen smell, but then like, what would that really get me? Not much. So I'm gonna just use animal friendship on the bro.
Oh, that's the same spell you used on Chauncey.
Yeah, I don't really want to become like friends, but I just because at the way top of it, it just says that I don't feel like it. At the way top, it says that you could use animal friendship for just explaining to an animal that you mean no harm.
Mhm.
So, but that's
Use
like
a
30 feet
base.
away.
Yeah, it's getting closer. Don't think it's not getting closer. But let me quickly read the spell, and then. But I think this could work. I think I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
This spell lets you convince a beast that you mean it no harm. Choose a beast that you can see within range. It must see or hear you. If the beast's intelligence is 4 or higher, the spell fails. Otherwise, the beast must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be charmed by you for the spell's duration. If you or one of your companions harms the target, the spell ends. Huh.
Yeah, me and Ellen were talking about how since the little dragon thingy was able to talk, maybe this one will actually just talk to us.
Mm-hmm.
Good. We don't know this place.
Yeah,
Maybe.
could have an intelligence higher than 4.
Once she gets back, we'll get to it, and we'll see if that works.
Okay. We got 13 minutes. Let's make them count.
Wait, what happened? Why 13 minutes?
It's already 12:47, bro.
Oh, I was hoping we can push it another hour, but
Nah, bro. I gotta
okay.
eat. I gotta eat. I have not
Okay.
eaten.
Here, I'm here.
All right, Jimmy. I guess that means you got to start working on your stopping point. But yeah, so then let's push this scene along then. Carla, what are you doing?
Animal handling. Tell this bro, no.
Okay, so you're not casting animal friendship. You're doing animal handling instead?
Wait, no, sorry. Animal friendship. I already did animal handling.
Gotcha. Okay. You fumble, kind of. You take out the wand. Beautiful, elegant wand. It's carved with the mini animals like sort of like wrapped around it. And you take it out, point it at the creature, and the spell releases. Unfortunately, the creature has an intelligence higher than 4.
Called it. Okay.
But it's confirmed now, as this green energy protrudes out and hits it in its chest. This wolf creature stops, and then it recognizes the spell, or at least it recognizes the effect. And where once it was low and sort of not, like I said, not stalking you, but very curious, its ears pipe up. Its leaves tail begins to wag a little bit, and you see in a non-hostile way, it sort of calmly walks up towards you. What did you see, Stu?
Heck yeah, man. We're homies. Okay. I walk closer to the wolf. Bit of a faster pace, just trying to get there.
Okay.
And then
Takes
be
you no time.
like,
No time at all. Oh,
crap,
sorry, you were gonna say something.
what would I ask? Who are you?
The large beast that's here. As you get closer to it, you'll notice that it looks a bit bigger when you walk closer to it. Kind of like there's this depth perception in this fucking place with all these animals. As you get closer, you realize it's not a normal wolf. Sorry, not a normal sized wolf. You realize as you get closer to it, it's about 3 times as big than a normal wolf. And by the time you get closer to it, its lower jaw is head level to your face.
Oh.
And it sort of looks down.
That's a big
Lar-
thing.
And the
That's a
large
big
wolf responds back. My name is Ra Khan, one of the many sacred beasts of this land, traveler. Who are you? As his head is like little curiously just looking at you.
Hello, I'm Eustace. I am part of the Aerocroca, which is a bird type of family. We come from another dimension.
He
Me and my
nods his head.
friends.
He nods his head and he says, I have noticed, traveler, there are no Aerocroca in these lands. Or if that was the name of your people, there is just strange individuals. I caught a whiff, a smell of someone I used to know, but I cannot find this someone. I only found you.
Ooh, I think I might know who you're talking about. It's a Dragonborn friend of mine. If you'd like to meet him, yeah. Oof, actually, you might have to wait a bit. He's sleeping right now, but we have no idea how to get home, so it's not like we're rushing or anything. We would like to get out of here as soon as possible, but right now they are exhausted.
Dragonborn. My friend did use that word to describe himself once. We have similar names. My name Rakan. His name Ilkan. I will wait patiently for this. I hope is my friend. And you see he stands tall and he rests his butt on the ground and sits. And he extends out his paw and he says, "It is a pleasure to meet you."
Just like in the picture.
Yeah.
Yeah. And shake his hand.
You
Or
kiss it.
paw.
I do not know if I can help you return home to your own dimension, but I do know a location that may be of some use to you. Unfortunately, a trade must be done if I give you this. There is always a twist in these lands, unfortunately. Nothing can be given freely. Everything must be traded. Give me anything you have, and I'll give you this piece of information.
Okay. Guess.
Tell him the riddle. Be like, you don't have to answer it. Just here's a riddle. You can tell your homies.
Did I try?
Oh, it's
Yeah,
up
I
to
mean
you.
it's anything. He said anything. So if you want to give him a riddle, you can give him a riddle.
I'll give you a riddle then. Oh, mystical.
His tail
Greek
begins to wag even harder.
Okay.
Yes.
Wait, would he even know what a deck of cards is? Fuck.
I don't know. That makes it harder.
I guess so. All right. What has 13 hearts, but no other organs? It's a tough one.
His
I know.
head sort of like twists and turns, and he's sort of like looking up in the air and he's thinking to himself. I will have to get back to you on that one. That is interesting. 13
That's all right.
hearts. Why would you need 13 hearts? Oh,
Yeah, it's a tough one.
he says, I accept your gift. Please accept my information. Not far from here, as he begins to rest his paw on the ground, and you see that there is these leaves, the same green leaves, begin to shift into pieces of parchment, like paper. And then leaves and more leaves stack on top of this paper and begin to embed themselves into it, creating a map. He says, not far from here, there is an old ruin. This ruin is known as the Orenthad Ruins. It is said that this place used to hold a gateway, a door between doors, a space between space for travelers to come and go. But after the city of Orenthad fell, no one lives there anymore. Only 2 guardians that protect it. They have very strange names. I think they're known as Aperture Guardians. Very strange. If you go there and you ask them, maybe they can help and assist you. And he pushes his paw down once more, and the map finishes. And you see this. Bam. You guys are right about here.
Oh my gosh, this place is actually a place.
And you see all of these areas around you. But you can see the place he's talking about is right there, the Orenthad Ruins.
The Emerald Grasslands, we got the Staffrier City.
He takes a long look and he says, let me show you how long it will take for you to get there, if you'd like.
Yes, please.
I'm going to bring up a different map, but this one's going to show how far away everything is. And I'll be sharing this with you guys at the end, so don't worry about, not having this. Bam. So, out of character, the wolf explains, or Rakan explains, that each of these hexagons represents a day of travel.
Shit.
And you
My
guys are barely right here. Barely right here.
We're never getting out.
He says
Oh.
that because you can fly, where normally one of these hexagons would represent a day of travel, 2 hexagons represent a day of travel instead.
That's better, but still.
Mhm. But he says that the journey is extremely dangerous because it's near the Outer Wilds. So let me continue. The Outer Wilds is an extremely dangerous place. After my friend Ilkan saved these lands from Ileana, shortly after, dark woods began to spread across the Feywild, consuming everything. It destroyed the city we speak of, Orndad. And it's slowly coming for the Sapphire City and the other neighboring lands. But what's worse is that there are these creatures known as the Ancients. I hope you never have to meet one of them. There is an individual who lives in this forest known as Mama Mildry. She is one of these Ancients. It is in your best interest you never come across these. I myself am a powerful individual, a sacred beast. And if you're curious to see more of us in the future, you can visit our lands where we come from. The Blessed Cathedral is where our leader lives. But we live in the endless dust fall, the vast ocean of pink dust that falls to the heavens. That is where we all reside. But never, ever go inside the outer wilds. For walking in there is certain death. That is the information I can give you. Thank you for the riddle.
Hey, yeah. Thank you so much. This is like the best information anyone has given us probably this whole time we've been here. You are amazing. Thank you.
He wags his tail and he says, "Oh, I think you're useless."
You are a good boy.
Good boy, pets.
Do you wish to converse further, or do you wait for Ilkan to wake up for his rotation?
Yeah, I guess I wait for Ilkan because, like, yeah, I got most of it.
Do you have any questions for this individual? He seems to be a resident of these lands, and maybe you could ask him more things. But if not, we'll move on to Ilkan.
How old are you?
He chuckles to himself. It has been a while since someone has asked me how old I am. The time works differently here in the Feywild. To you, I may seem young, if that's the right word to use. But in your time of how old I am, I believe I am now close to turning 2,000 years old.
That's an old boy.
It's an old boy.
Now, granted, this understanding of being young and old, where you come from, is very curious to my people. If we're considering how old I will become, if I keep healthy, supposedly I'll live to be over 10,000. Such a long time.
Yeah, you got a long way to go. I don't got as much time, but that's cool. That's cool for you.
Granted, I don't see it that way. I see it as I see it as a collection of memories down the road. The ones I will make and the ones I see behind me, of the friends and the family I made along the way. Even the bad, encountering other ancients, bad blood between other sacred beasts. I accept it all. It is who I am. I just wish I get to speak with Ilkan.
And you will after these short messages. What do you got for us, Jaime?
If that's all you ask of it, we'll move on to the next scene, which is Ilkan.
Yeah, sure.
But was that it, Carla, or are you good?
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Nice. Ilkon,
Mhm.
you begin to wake up, realize that it's your turn. You're like, holy fuck, there's a giant wolf.
That's pretty fucking terrifying. Yeah. Is Lucius still awake, or did they pass out the moment I got up?
I don't know. Eustace, what did you do?
Yeah, I'm probably still
Did
alive.
you introduce us, or what happened here?
Yeah, I'll be like, okay, Ilkan.
Okay. Yeah.
There's this giant wolf. I think you could obviously see that. But anyway, it says that it knows you, and you guys might be old friends. I know your memory isn't that great right now, but hey, if you talk to him, you know, maybe he'll get more memories. Maybe he'll get more powers. Check it out.
Sure. You know what? I mean, it can't hurt. Like, it seems like everyone around here knows me, apparently.
Do you step forward?
Yeah, sure. And it didn't hurt Ulysses, so that's a good start.
He gives you a very deep bow, a downward dog bow, and he says, "My lord, my friend, do you remember me?"
And then at that point, I pass out.
All right. Well, that one's dead.
And
mean-
Carla, don't worry, we are gonna wrap up. I'm leading to a point. I'm getting there.
Yeah, it's fine.
I mean, as much as it pains me to say so, as we keep staying here, I don't. I've seemed to forgotten so much of my time here. Everyone seems to know me so well, and yet I can't remember anything. I'm starting to get traces, but nothing concrete.
You hear a single, like one single low whimper, but very quickly he cuts off and he says, that is extremely unfortunate. I caught your smell not long ago, and I'd hoped that you can use your powers to help us. If you do not remember, I have to start from the beginning. But where to start? And you see he's extremely worried. Okay. He begins to walk up closer to you, and he says, I have my ways to use my abilities to influence one's memories, highlight them. Maybe if I use these powers of mine, I can unlock aspects of yours. Maybe you've noticed that the more you remember, the more of your powers return. As he takes a good look at you, and then Ilkon, you begin to notice that there's something different about your clothes.
Well, shit. Am I morphing before my very eyes?
You see your clothes. You have these elegant, beautiful, ethereal robes on, and it has a patch on its left, and it's your house, the House of Khan. And
Yo, that's dope.
you see your name in Elvish, or Old Elvish, your name, Ilkon, on the right. And you feel something on top of your head, like this heavy object. And you see that, you look up and you see that there's this large spectral crown on top of your head. But then the moment you realize that, it all goes away. And you see Rakan. He looks at you and he says, you are beginning to remember a little bit. If you agree to do this, I can help you unlock more of your potential. Remember important things you've forgotten. But I need your help. I need your help, Lord Malphros.
I mean, it only seems fair if me and my compatriots, we have a lot of trouble that we have been facing ourselves. We have duties we're set up for and certain troubles, but we can't do anything about our troubles at home here. But by all means, if you can help us, then I see no reason why we can't help you then.
He begins to nod his head, and his ears perk up a little bit. He says, I understand you're leaving soon. What's a few more moments?
Yeah.
If you can promise to come back, I will help you in your adventure. I will come with you.
Yeah, of course. I can make that promise.
He extends his hand, awaiting for yours.
And I extend mine.
Same thing as before with Mama Mildred, except different. Where once there was negative energy around both of you, you notice that the grass around you begins to shine a glowing green. And this warm feeling, you can feel it between both of you. And that energy concentrated warps around all of you. And it comes together where your hands are. And you see that there is a new symbol on your hand. And you see that he has a symbol on his hand. On his paw, you see that there is your house symbol, the House of Khan. On your hand, you see that there is a very, very small but noticeable black tattoo paw print.
Oh.
Cool. I'm getting tatted up all day now.
He says, when you are finished with your adventure and you come back, I need you to help me. I need you to help me kill Ileana, the Fate Queen. And that is where we're going to end it for today. Come back next time for the King and Play
Oh
campaign.
man, we got 2 things to do. We got 2 worlds to save now.
For real? What the fuck? I mean, I guess technically you guys don't have to. This is technically my burden. I would really appreciate the assistance though.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, I think we're kind of wrapped up in this no matter what.
One thing I'll say is, if you want, I could say it for next episode, or I can show you what Ileana looks like.
Save it. I'd build dispense.
Yeah, I think I save it so I could actually remember who she looks like.
Yeah, that.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I'll think about this wolf man.
Yeah, I want to leave on a positive note instead of looking at the Destroyer of Worlds before I leave.
In that case, when they play the outro, then pause the recording, send you guys the maps, important pieces of information, and then we'll end it there.
Dope.
I get a sandwich.
Let's see.
Are you like in a discotheque or something? Like the whole game, your room has been like
Yeah.
Super
Yeah.
colorful.
I got the Mario star.
The Mario star. Hell yeah, brother.
Whoa, what?
Do,
This
do, do,
YouTube?
do, do, do,
Yeah, I just
It's
put
pretty
on
cool.
like color background, 4K.
And it works. It works because the Feywild is very extremely colorful, and yeah, you're getting the ambient just right issue. All right, here is the outro. Yeah. Is it too loud?
I'm good.
It's fine.
Edelson, we'll get to you next time, I promise.
This continues too long. You're gonna have to make a Ulysses picture as part of this one.
Maybe.
Yeah, probably just do that in your spare time. Just design.
So I
Okay.
kind of want to, but we'll have to figure it out. Yes. Okay.
Did it. Well, we didn't really do shit, but you know. Yeah, if we
this is
kept
all good
going, we
story-wise.
what?
I think it's all good story-wise, at least, though.
Yeah, there's a lot of world building.
We'll go ahead and stop the recording here. But we ain't taking off yet. This is goodbye, audience. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that screenshot, and then I'll pause the recording.
Oh boy, wait.
Maybe the other way.
All right, on 3. 1, 2. All right, and oh shit,
Alan,
Ishi, you'll be
Alan, we're done.
surprised what color it landed on.
Hot pink.
That is.
blue.
Oh right, later, audience. You guys are great.
Yeah.
You did a good job just sitting there. So good job.
Hell yeah. Nice job sitting.
I mean, we were